Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Really do appreciate your time. I got my girlfriend here, Miss Daphne. And tonight we are talking about the Jack and Lilly Sullivan case out of PICTOU County, Nova Scotia. A lot to talk about on the other side of this.
I've walked through storms in scars and grace. Smile through pain with a painted face.
Dang it, mother chickens.
They called me too loud, too much, too strong. But honey, that's the reason I belong. Every scar's a scripture, every tear's a hymn. I found my worth where the light grew dim. They tried to break me, but here's a twist. I turned my pain into a clenched fist. I'm an unbreakable woman, born of fire and pearl. I shine like grace in a reckless world. You can test my faith, you can shake my plan, but I'll rise again. Just watch me judged by the gloss, not the cause. But God don't build weak hearts from gold. He made me fierce and he made me bold. I bend, I pray, I roar, I rise with mascara, tears and battle cries. Don't need your crown, I forge my own. From ashes, honey, I build my throne. I'm an unbreakable soul, dressed in truth and pearls. The fire don't scare me, it lights my world. You can doubt my voice, but you'll hear my name. I'm holy and hood, and I'm done with shame. For everyone called too much, too loud, too real. You're not to anything. You're exactly what power looks like. I'm an unbreakable soul, through the fight and flame. My scars are stories, my strength, my faith. Faith in my heart, fire in my cold, forever divine. Clutch them pearls.
Getting clutch, better tighten the pearls. Drop the cold facts, got the truth for the world. No smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch. Coming in clutch. Coming in clutch, better tighten the pearls. Dropping cold facts, got the truth for the world. No smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch. Coming in clutch. Better tighten the pearls. Dropping cold facts, got the truth for the world. No smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch. Coming in clutch, better tighten them pearls, dropping cold facts, got the truth for the world, no smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch.
Daphne and I would like to welcome you and thank you. Well, hello, everyone. Good to see you all. Thank you all so much for joining us. Hey, Dav.
Hey, Justin and Chat. How is everybody doing on this fine Friday evening?
We are fantastico. How are you doing, girl?
Doing very good. Thank you. Thank you for
Good.
having me on.
Good to see you. Thank you for joining me. So, Dav and I, excuse me, we were talking the other day, and I said, Dav, I would like to do a live stream of people that you support Daniel and Malaya. Now, hopefully, we'll get some call-ins, and I would like people to so we can understand, like, maybe why people support. I was going to say support down. Why they support Daniel or Malaya. Are we missing something? And she's like, that's a good idea. I would like to join that. So I really do appreciate Daph streaming with me on this one and all of that. Good to see everyone in chat. Thank you, Old Garden Gal, for renewing your membership. I love, appreciate you. Good to see you all. Yeah. So, hey, Sam, Miss Linda. I think we can see both people in chat, can't we?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I want to make
Good to see everybody. Did you see the spider that was just on my microphone?
No.
Oh my gosh, I had to turn the camera off and flick it.
It
was like,
well,
hi.
I get fruit flies because obviously, I mean, I eat fruit, but not only that, I have a spider monkey. And
yeah.
she eats fruits every single day, fruits and vegetables. And so I get fruit flies, and I just bought like this little contraption, and it's really working, but there's still a couple around here.
Oh, yeah,
So
they're hard to get rid of.
it's nature. It's nature. But no, I didn't see it. I didn't see it at all. Justin, it's in Arizona too. Fruit flies? Yeah, they're everywhere. They're not even native to the United States.
Oh.
From what I understand. But, it's summer. The spider came in and said it doesn't like Daniel.
Yeah, it was literally sitting right here. That's why I turned my camera off and microphone so I could flick it.
Couldn't see it.
It was disgusting.
Couldn't see it. Hey, Miss Joyce, Sherry, Miss Roxy, Crazy, good to see you. Sandwich, Linda, Deb, Brandy, always an indie, Anna to the banana. Who else do we got in here? Wildflower, Wendy, Deb, Pam, Anastasia. I had a live scheduled for yesterday, guys, but I just did not feel good yesterday at all. And I was really trying, but I think I've got a little bug I'm trying to overcome. But we're better now. We're better now. Yeah, it's like a little stomach bug or something. I don't know. Yeah. So we are taking calls if anybody wants to call in. You have questions on Jack and Lilly case, or if you are supportive to Daniel or Malaya, it's not going to be hostile at all whatsoever. So don't expect that. But I really would like to know, like, you can write in chat obviously as well. Anything, let people have their opinions. Mods, you take a day off, Justin. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you, my dear. Yeah, that's right. Amen. It really is. So it's been a year now, Daff. And sometimes it feels like it's been a lot longer than that, and then sometimes it feels like it's yesterday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And hey, PG, good to see you. Lily, good to see you. Oh, prayers, Anastasia.
Mm.
Oh yeah, Julie. Yeah, she comes on here sometimes. I have we're getting a caller.
Ooh.
Hello. Hello, dear. How are you?
I'm good. Justin, I just have a question I've been thinking about for a long time, and I would like to just ask this question to Daniel, and maybe he can come up with an answer to explain it so I understand better.
Absolutely.
And I'm not bashing. When he says he was locking the door from the outside for the bear, I have a hard time understanding why would you lock it from the outside when a bear can easily slap, pull, claw away anything on the outside. I grew up in Upper Michigan, and when we had bears, we certainly didn't block from the outside. We would block from the inside if we had to block something.
That's a good point.
My question is, why would, if he's keeping a bear out, could he explain how he locked it, how it was in place where a bear couldn't knock it away? I'm just really curious about that whole situation.
Yeah, so you're saying whenever he said that they locked the front door
with the wrench, I believe.
Yeah, in the documents it says one says a wrench, and then it says, I believe, or a bolt or something like that. So you're saying why would he lock it from the outside? A bear could easily knock that over and unlock the door. Yeah.
And so to me, when he said he was keeping a bear out, but he locked it from the outside, that has never made sense to me. And my question is, help me make sense of this, is all I'm asking. Why? And maybe there was a particular way. I don't understand. I've thought of different scenarios, and I can't quite figure out how locking it from the outside would be safer than locking it from the inside.
Yeah, that's a good point. Do you have anything to add to that, Daff?
I want to say it was locked from the inside.
That's really all I have. I mean, I'm not calling up to cause any grief to them.
That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for.
I mean,
I'm going to look at the documents.
It has bothered me for a very long time, and I just can't understand why you would lock from the outside if you're trying to keep the bear out.
I'm pretty sure it was locked from the inside.
That's all I have.
Okay.
But I don't know if she could hear me.
Maybe taking my call, and hopefully maybe Daniel can explain to us why it was more advantageous or why locking it from the outside worked better. Because having lived around bear as a kid, that's not at all how we would have done it. So I just was curious, the thought process.
Right. Absolutely. Let me see if I can find something in that documents, and we'll pull it up and look at that for sure. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, my love.
Have a great day, Justin.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, that's interesting. And this is the thing. Daniel has said so much in text messages. He might have said it from the outside. Who knows? You know what I mean? It's really hard to.
I'm pulling it up right now. So, okay. So he did lock it from the inside. But I think where it's getting confused is that he did, I believe there was stuff on the actual porch that was blocking. I'm looking it up right now. Like I have the, they said bolt. I remember that. They did say bolt or something. Okay, here it is. Daniel confirmed the kids could not go out the front door because he had jammed a wrench or a bolt in there to make sure the door didn't open. He said he does that most nights because there is a bear that used to hang around outside. I don't see anywhere where it says it was inside or outside. I just remember him talking about it. Said, yeah, I don't see where it says inside or outside. But That morning, he had to rip the door open to get out, and the metal piece fell on the floor. So he knew there was no way they could have gone out that way.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it says right there for that part. But I remember him talking about it on DT's channel, and he did say inside, but I remember that there was like on that front porch right there, it's like stacked up with stuff. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of, I'm just gonna say stuff on the front door part
Well,
was.
Daniel
Or,
also said that he ran around when after he came from the hill, he ran down, and then he said he went to the front door,
and it
which
was
never
locked.
made sense to me why he said that. Like, why would you go to the front door?
Instead of going through the sliding.
Right. Like,
Because he would have to go around the long way because up in the
Yes.
kids' cabins is literally by his mom's.
mhm. If there's a bear hanging around, they should have made sure the slider was locked. Well, exactly. The slider would be more of an access point for that door than for the bear, rather than the door,
I
the
agree.
regular door.
Mhm.
Justin Inchar's interview, he said it was now outside.
What? He did?
Interesting.
Yeah. I didn't hear that.
Okay. Okay, let me see if I can find
Yeah.
let me see if I can find where he said that on Shars from the other day.
Can you go into the transcript?
Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
Hello, everyone. Good to see you all. I know everybody's just like coming in. If you want to call in,
Someone text a question. They said they didn't want to call in. Let me see.
No, that's fine.
Give me 2 seconds. But yeah, we're taking calls if anybody wants to call. If you have a question, comment, concern. Okay.
You want to pin the number up top, or
is it not there? Oh, I'm sorry.
Hi, Women's Warrior.
Let me
see.
I'll let it scroll on the bottom.
Thank you.
There we go.
Oh, perfect. That's perfect.
There we go.
Nobody lives in the cabins, Patty. The kids had built like a little fort, and they called it cabins.
Okay, he mentions door 10 times. And so when Lilly, Lilly, I never seen Jack that morning. Okay, let me see right here.
Me talking about it, but I didn't know there would be a marked absent that day. And so when I thought Lilly, and Lilly, I never seen Jack that morning. I heard him out in the kitchen. We can talk about that in a moment. But Lilly came in multiple times, and she would just, come in and open the door, and that woke me up 2 times.
Okay, that wasn't it. Okay, next time is this.
Just put it in the summary. Just type it in, whatever word you want, and it'll pull it up in the summary instead of going through the transcript, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like close that up, or go down in her description. Should say summary.
Yeah, let me see.
In the description.
Is it ask question right there?
Yes, there you go.
Okay, and then
ask question.
What do I ask?
What were you?
The door.
The door. Just put in wrench, I guess, and it should pull up where the wrench is spoken about in there. It should give you the timestamp for it. There you go.
Here we go. 58:49.
Go out, go jump in the car, and go get the keys. I got the keys, ran in the house, got the keys, tried to go out through the front door, and I seen that. No, originally I tried to come in through the front door, and it was still had like the wrench or whatever that was jammed in the outside porch door. So I couldn't.
Yep, in the outside porch door, he says that, and that would make no sense.
Yeah, I see what he's saying. The outside porch. Okay, so you know how they have that little porch contraption in the front?
Yes.
Okay. That's how I'm like, how the hell did a freaking bear get in through those doors? Because there's a porch right there. So he jammed a wrench supposedly in the porch door, but the actual door, and like you go inside the house, has a lock on it. that's from so weird.
It is. It's very, very weird. It's just this little. Let me see if I can pull that up. It's just this little porch
Mm-hmm.
doodle.
Now there's like not even a door on there. I think it's tore down or something. I don't know.
Yeah. And again,
Mhm.
I really believe, in my opinion, that again, there's the RCMP is charging
Mhm.
Daniel with something else unrelated to Jack and Lilly. It's right there. So that little porch in the front
Mhm.
there.
Yep.
And then there's a doorway there. Yeah, that would make no sense whatsoever. A bear, give me a break, more likely a deer. This is the thing. I'm really trying to be fair here. I have seen a photo of a bear in the front yard. I have seen a bear.
They
However,
do
it
like
just
to get
doesn't make sense.
Yeah, the
The
bear will
kids
tear
were
that
out,
door down, dude.
but the
Like,
kids were outside all the damn time.
yeah.
It seemed like you wasn't concerned about that.
Yeah,
You
like
know what I
you're
mean?
not gonna watch the kids and the kids go out when the bear could be out there. Like,
The
come
door
on.
was broken and placed on hinges to begin with.
Yeah, bear can just rip that down. They just lean against it and it'll
But yes, I do
fall down.
believe that Daniel is innocent or hurting the kids. Okay. Carrie, I'd love to hear you call in. No pressure or anything. My question to people, that are supportive of Daniel is, how do you believe him whenever he has very much inconsistently stated lies, very inconsistently? And how does one believe him whenever he says, this person did it, that person did it, but then says that him and Malia was there asleep all night? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, all
Okay.
three of them are asleep.
Can't even call here. Thank you for calling.
Yes, Justin, thank you for taking my call.
Of course.
And your beautiful guest.
Thank you.
Yes, I would like to express my opinion as far as Daniel coming out of his room stating it was silent. In my opinion, silence is a big key. I think something happened to the children when he said he came out of his room and there was complete silence. Do you remember that?
Yeah. He said that how was it, Daff? He didn't hear the kids. And say that.
Okay.
Good.
So she's asking when he got up.
What time that was, by any chance?
When he got up and he said he went into the kitchen and there was like nothing.
Down
yet, well, the other day he stated on Charmaine's that it was 9:58 when he was outside. So it had to be.
So it was a little before that.
Right. Correct.
Okay, so like 8:30.
Well, that's just my thoughts, that silence is one of the keys to the terrible situation.
Yeah, I don't believe anything happened that morning, to be honest with you, like any of the story. I don't believe Jack or Lilly went missing that morning. I don't believe Jack and Lilly was up playing that morning. I don't believe they went outside that morning. I think, in my opinion, whatever happened to them happened before midnight, most probably, or maybe a little bit after midnight. But I would say, like I've always said, between 8 p.m. and midnight. Because
So,
Mhm.
in other words, everyone is lying in some people's opinions. I can see that. Yes, I can.
Well,
I really can.
you know, I mean, the question is, excuse me, how does Daniel remember what time he comes in? He gets home with Malaya down to the minute. How does he remember it's 9:58 in the morning? How does he remember all of the things that he did throughout the day? Thursday.
It's convenient.
Yes.
But he didn't have his phone.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. But when he goes into the home that evening, he doesn't seem to remember anything because it's a normal day, he says. And then the kids go missing, if you will, that morning, according to them. And you know, the RCMP is asking him and Malaya about call 1 second. Hold on, why is that? Okay. Caller, you can call back. How does that happen? And like I said, according to Daniel and Malaya, the kids go missing that morning, and then you don't remember the night before, like you don't remember last night between 8 and midnight, but you remember before that. You remember starting at midnight when you say you go check on the kids.
2 kids, not just one.
Right.
2.
Right. 2 kids.
That's also suspicious to me.
It's very suspicious. It's very suspicious. So, yeah. How do you not remember between? And again, I agree with, like, it came out of Daniel's own mouth, how he said the RCMP cadaver dog said, we think you did something to the kids Thursday night. That comes from Daniel's own lips.
Well, we just have to bear with it and hope for the best.
Yeah. I think they're making big progress. I do. Keep the faith.
Thank you.
Thank you, my dear.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Caller who called during that, you can call back if you want. Why is nobody talking about the brother that was laid back on the four-wheeler like he didn't care or more concerned? Daph? Got an opinion on that?
I agree. There hasn't been much said about his brother. But I mean, was he there? Was he not there? We've heard conflicting stories about him. And why hasn't he, like, come out and said anything?
You know, and that's true. And the thing about it is, you can't really just blast just Justin, because look at Malaya's mother.
No, I agree.
You know, she doesn't speak like that. Where's the family? Where's the family here? Someone did text. Oh, by the way, the first caller said, please thank Daphne for also help getting answers about the door.
Oh, you're welcome.
Text me. Someone says, Justin, I don't want to call in, but I have a question I've been thinking about over and over. Malaya said she seen Lilly in the Barbie shirt, and then it was, I guess, and then it was on the car's dashboard. I think she means Wade.
Oh, yeah. Wade said that there was like a jacket or something laying on the car at one point. That was in the video with 10, right?
Yeah. Daniel kind of explains. Listen to this right here.
Get coat on. Just a solid navy blue spring windbreaker. And that's for 100% accurate.
And does
And the
he
description
own
was
a
never
tan
changed
jacket?
on it. A tan jacket like that? No.
And what about the Barbie sequin sweatshirt? Does that look familiar to you?
Mhm.
It does kind of look familiar, but I don't know if that's what Lilly left her 100% on. I mean, I have my suspicions that's probably what it, what she left in, because
Can I say something?
Please.
If you actually, okay, first we heard Lilly came in the room once or twice, then somehow that turned into multiple times. If you actually witnessed her that morning,
They went to
how
Jack
do
and
you,
Lilly.
how do you not remember what she had on? And then also, you guys, the thing, like, if they hadn't changed their clothes within the last couple days, how do you not remember that, but you remember everything else? Like, I don't get that, except for those two, what you were just talking about too.
Mm, yeah.
Oh my
I would like to
goodness.
know what the recording between Durwood and Patty that Malia
Mhm.
turned into the RCMP. Mm.
Yeah, I would like to hear that too.
Hey, Sarah. What did Ginger say? The OPP SWAT team was next door stuffing and cuffing my neighbor's brother. Holy cow. They came in. Oh, wow.
That's scary.
Mm-hmm. It is interesting because Daniel speaks and Durwood, they talk about Patty said she wanted Durwood to go get Malaya because she thought the kids were being abused and Malaya were being abused, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, we don't know if that's true. So I've heard conflicting statements. Like, I don't know if that's true or not. Like, that's never been confirmed.
Yeah.
Yes, we've heard it from Darren.
I
Darren's the
don't
one.
even know if Patty would remember, to be honest with you. She doesn't got like a good memory whatsoever. I don't even know if she would even remember saying that if she did say it to Durwood.
Do you guys think that Patty told Durwood or Darren to go get Malaya out of there? Like, why would she pick him? I've always said that. Why him? Like, Malaya doesn't even know him.
But let's say it did happen. You know what that tells me?
Mm-hmm.
That tells me that they wanted a man to go there because
of
Daniel's controlling, and that's the only way they could potentially maybe even get Malaya and the kids.
Yeah.
But why not just have the cops? Why not just call it? Which some people won't call the cops,
Not? Why not Malaya's brother? Why couldn't he go?
Exactly. I mean, she was just gone the week before, though.
Well, I just heard about that. Is that true as well? Like
Malaya?
Yeah, staying. Like, that's new information.
She was gone for Easter.
Yeah, but they all went over there for Easter. Remember, Daniel stayed in the car the entire time. Remember that? Wade said that. Wade said that he had stayed in the car the entire time at Easter or something like that. And then he was walking out in the woods or something. Am I right? Or is that a different day?
I'm trying to find Tent's channel. It's not pulling it up. Did he?
I smell French fries in here. I don't know why. I always smell food in this room. It's the weirdest thing.
Is it Tint?
Yeah, Tint. Just do Tent Jack and Lilly. It should come up.
I did.
What?
And it's not pulling up for me.
Did he get rid of his channel?
I don't know. Can you find it?
No.
Did he hide his channel?
Why would he do that for?
I don't know.
He must have got rid of his channel. Why would he do that?
I don't know.
I have the recording, I think, somewhere on my YouTube, but I
I heard a rumor at the beginning of this that MS brother and D held a young girl hostage and fed her rugs. Not sure the accuracy, but that was at the beginning of everything. That's very interesting, Thunder Buddy.
What?
You know,
Brandy's.
I think there's going to be a lot more that comes out about in Daniel's case that we're going to be.
Oh, there it is.
Because, I mean, think about this, guys. I just want people to think about this for a second. The RCMP is claiming that Daniel SA'd, right? Someone, and he forcibly confined someone. That means there's a story behind those charges, right?
Yep.
And they believe that they have enough proof
for certain dates. It was what was the dates on there? Was it September to December of 2024?
Yes. And that is very creepy, if so.
Yeah.
That is very creepy.
And there's been mention that there's more or something.
Yeah.
Looking for that video. He took the video down. That's what it is.
I can't find his channel.
No, I just found his channel, but he took the video down, probably out of respect for.
Oh, they made like a.
Yeah.
Was, I think Tint met with him the other day.
Yeah, he took it down out of respect. I have the video.
I have it too.
I don't know.
I don't know where it's.
I don't know what it's under.
They chased him down after the rally. Yeah, something. Well, I don't know.
I think they saw him or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were out searching an area. That's what I heard. They were searching an area.
There's a good chance she's already ratted him out, but maybe need more evidence, or there more to it than they can make an arrest more possibly. One account was December, and remember, allegedly Cindy called CPS in December 2024, in my opinion, or someone called. I don't know about, did Cindy call?
I don't know if Cindy called, but wasn't there a CPS thing in December though of 2024 as well?
There was, but I think there was more than one CPS visit.
That's interesting. Oh yeah, I do too. I do as well. Yeah. Anybody else want to call in?
Or maybe they found phone records of him admitting to charges potentially, in my opinion. Well, you know, to me, it's not a far cry from whenever Daniel wrote to his girlfriend that he wanted to wait till she was asleep and do something, you know, R her, and then if she was in pain or said stop, he would do it harder.
Yeah, I don't even want to hear that.
You know what I mean? So,
it's disgusting. It's disgusting.
I don't know why anybody would. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now the RCMP has more evidence that has come out about recently. Oh, and I think there's even more that came out the other day, or at least some violations.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they got a lot. Absolutely. Yes, pig, exactly.
Big pig,
Leslie.
yes. Okay. I want to see what he says at this little part right here about the Barbie thing. Oh, this thing about the jacket. He says he's 100% sure about the jacket now.
What? Yeah, but he said that before, that one of his jackets were missing.
Yes. And then he made it seem like someone would have had to put it on him. Right. And then he said he found it. Just like he said about the clothes that he was wearing was missing. Remember, he said Malaya took them. That's the only thing she took was clothes that he was wearing, and then said he found those clothes.
Mm-hmm. I don't. That's just weird to me. First, the clothing for Jack has changed like 500 times.
Mhm.
First of all, like when they first went missing, I thought the poor child was like literally in a pull up and boots. I'm like, how does a child run off in a pull up and boots when it's
Bingo.
freezing outside? And then it changed to brown shirt, brown pants, and the boots. And then it changed to the black pants and the Under Armour pants or something, right? And then a
Mhm.
brown shirt. It's just, and then now this is just.
Well, then he says, I was trying to pull up the text where he says, they don't have what we think they have on.
Yeah, who says that?
Listen to this right here.
Coat on. Just a solid navy blue spring
Let
windbreaker.
me back this up just a little bit.
I'm gonna try to find that video too. What are you doing?
And do you have any comments on the clothing scene, the pull up? Is it
Listen to
remotely
this.
similar? Like, what do you think?
Pull up the word.
No.
Hmm.
No. The only thing right on there is the boots and the backpack. That I can recall. I'm not sure what those pants have on them or what they say on the side as to say. I'm not sure. And
I think that's the Under Armour logo on sweatpants.
I do believe the black Under Armour pants, from what I recall, are in the bags of clothes that investigators came and got to bring to. They went to Cheryl's house. That's what I'm aware of. And as it goes for Jack's description, Jack's navy,
Right here.
dark navy spring windbreaker coat is missing. So that means that Jack left the property with a navy blue spring jacket coat on, just a solid navy blue spring windbreaker. And that's for 100% accurate.
And does
And
does
it
he,
is
100% accurate.
Wow.
And yet he's not, our CMP hasn't changed that.
No.
description was
a
never
tan
changed
jacket?
on it. A tan jacket like that? No.
And what about the Barbie sequin sweatshirt? Does that look familiar to you?
It does kind of look familiar, but I don't know if that's what Lilly left her 100% on. I mean, I have my suspicions that's probably what she left in, but also too, Lily's pink, she had a pink Justice Spring Breaker coat that was here. So we got all the kids new spring jackets. Jack's is missing, but Lily's remained. And I always wondered why Lilly didn't have her jacket on, right? Because usually when one kid would put their jacket on or their boots.
How does he know Lily didn't have her jacket
Yeah.
on?
Well, remember they were supposed to see her that morning.
Yeah. Interesting. I got your email, Sassy. Thank you so much. Now this is now 5 or 6 story. Yeah, it seems like nobody wants to defend Daniel.
Yeah, I know. Jeez.
Okay, I found that.
If you guys just want to call in anyways, just call in and we'll talk and pull up something or.
Oh, Tent was on. Tent talks about his search for Jack and Lilly. He was on Hidden in the Fog.
Yeah, but I can't find that video. I don't even know what it's under. I'm so sorry.
Sassy sent this to me.
Okay. Boy, that's an open question. That's really wonderful. So I'm just Okay, I just want to say this for the people in chat that don't know who Jim Walker is, also known as Hinch. Okay. I'll give you a really brief introduction, Jim, and then I'll let you sort of introduce yourself and maybe explain to people what you have done.
Let me see here.
Was when it really gave us fantastic, vantage of being able to see the area as her partner.
I mean, he really look at this.
Leia, of course, is the mother to Lilly and Jack Sullivan.
Mm.
Somehow, and maybe Jim can explain this, but somehow Jim discovered that they were selling a horse trailer. He went.
Thank you so much, Pink Tier, for 18 months. What a legend, girlfriend. Thank you so much. If they were put to bed in what they were wearing, how do they not know? Bingo.
Exactly. They wore their clothes for 2 days.
At least.
Mm-hmm.
At least 2 days.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, I can't find that video, you guys. I don't even know what I put it under.
It's okay. It's good.
I got like a million videos.
He's crowdsourcing his ongoing story by doing these Q&A lives. He can control the narrative and know what people are saying. That's it. That's it. Thank you so much, Angel Wings. There's no other reason. There's no other reasons. And every live he does, it's to clarify, right? His clarifications of clarifying. Because people call you out on your BS.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
What don't you believe, Corbin? What did I say? I don't even remember what I just said.
Which is, I don't know what Corbin means. Which is probably why they didn't go to school that day. Well, I mean, Daniel.
About the clothes, yeah.
Daniel says that he didn't know they were not going to school that day. They seemed fine. Well, I think they were fine Thursday as well. I think there was probably some bruises. That was the reason they didn't go to school.
And why now, too? Like, why? Well, not now, but why that day? What happened in that week? That's what we need to break down. What happened in that week? We know she got her car legal on the road.
Bingo.
We know Lilly got a black eye on Wednesday.
Yep.
We know a bunch of laundry that was done on Wednesday that stayed in bags, never got taken out and put up. So that's 3 different things. We know, what was the other thing? We've heard that there was a fight prior. I think she was trying to leave.
I do too. Yep.
And that just sparked something up.
It went downhill from there. It certainly went downhill from there. I agree. There was, I think, once she got her car legal, and I don't think Daniel could handle him only working 1 day a week and her having a car legal, and she could go where she wanted, do what she wanted. I think rather he is so jealous that he could not stand that.
Exactly, Joyce. Yep, exactly, Justin. Exactly. I feel like he thought, well, you're going to try to take my kid, and I'm going to take yours type thing. But in my opinion only, obviously.
Yes, Joyous. In my opinion, MBM was going to leave and DM got very angry, and thus things went out of control. 100%. 100%. Yes, Miss Shannon, we've been asking about you, my dear.
Yes, how are you doing?
Hopefully everything is good with you, my dear. Let's see here. I mean, the kids go missing, what, less than 48 hours after she gets her car legal?
Yeah, that's no coincidence. I'm sorry.
Mm-mm.
There's just too many strange happenings going on. And then afterwards, right? You have Janie not going to town when she goes to town all the freaking time. I don't care if she didn't need anything from the store. She always goes to the town.
Mm-hmm.
And then she always calls Malaya if the kids are outside. She didn't do it that morning. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just too many things going on that morning. And then that pool being put up is so stupid.
Yes.
Too much craziness going on.
Yes.
We can talk about that. The Cool J asked you a question. The question with Malaya is, why did she follow the script in the beginning out of fear or hiding something? That's a good question. Because I honestly feel that it was a script that all three of them.
1000%.
I feel that she tried to call her mom as well at 8:30 to say the kids are missing.
Yes.
But someone stopped her and said, no, just hold on. Wait a minute. That was what he said with the 911 call, remember?
Mm-hmm. You know, and people's like that, you know, people say, well, Malaya might have been scared or whatever.
Yes.
But she was gone after, what, 24 hours?
Mm-hmm.
Why not speak up?
Well, there can only be a few reasons for that, right? One,
both involved.
Yeah, well, there you go. One, she knows something. Two, she doesn't know really what happened, and she has a feeling. And then
this is my thing with that. If you don't know what happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you not begging for your kids?
I agree.
Why are you not
agree.
being proactive for your kids?
Yeah.
Why are you saying you and Daniel was in the same bed? You know,
why are you sticking up for him?
Had the same story, if you will. They were both in bed.
Mm-hmm.
She gets up at 6:17 or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and says that says the kids are not going to school that day. I find it very odd that they didn't go to school that day either, when they hadn't been to school since Monday, right? Monday or Tuesday?
Tuesday, it was the last day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I find that odd as well. Well, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I can't answer that. There's, like I said, there's only a few things that could have went on.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Maybe she put too much trust in Daniel too, thinking he would find the kids. They would find the kids that day, but still, like, and then after they didn't, I would be like,
1 second, caller. Good. Oh, go ahead, caller. Oops, they hung up. They were listening. I could hear myself in the background there. Caller, call back. I think they might have said, hold on.
mm-hmm.
I've heard parents of missing children who have never been found. Many years later, they remember every detail at the last several hours prior. Yep, they might be trying to call back again. We'll see. Yeah, I agree. You remember if they can be dragged to the Dollarama, they can go to school. There was, in my opinion, I think a cough is an excuse. In my opinion, I think it's just an excuse. There's nothing else to it other than bruises. Okay.
Well, why
I'm getting a
also?
call again. 1 second, Dad.
Okay, let me try to.
Oops. Are you there, caller?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello. Thank you for calling. What's up?
Who is this?
This is Justin.
Oh, sorry, you sound different on the phone.
Okay.
I was just calling. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I was just calling because I've always thought it was a little bit odd how Durwood just came out of the blue from nowhere. But he's related to Malaya, right? But he said that he didn't know. He's never met Malaya's kids. But then again, Justin is best friends, or not Justin, but Daniel is best friends with Durwood's son, and he said he hasn't seen Daniel in like years, but yet the kids are best friends and they work together and they have all these relations together. So I don't understand how. And he knows Daniel's mom really, really well too. So like, how does he say that he's never seen him in years? I don't get how that works.
Right.
So I think he's definitely hiding something.
I think
He knows what's going on.
I think there is something weird there as well. Because Durwood said he conveniently talked to Patty 2 weeks prior to Jack and Lilly about the car. Repeat that for me. I'm trying to.
Patty wanted his
opinion.
Oh yeah.
To see if it was a good idea to buy Malaya a car.
Yes.
Which is really bizarre considering that he's never even met his kids.
Yeah,
He
but
said, and he's not seen Daniel in 2 years.
Yes, and then the story.
Something. He just is like full. I don't know. It's something weird.
Yes, and then the story was he wanted Patty wanted him to go over and get Malaya and the kids to leave Daniel because he was abusive to the kids.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Exactly.
Caller?
Oh, now I can. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. But I was saying that Patty or Durwood said that he wanted Patty wanted him to go over and pick up the kids and Malaya about 2 weeks prior because the Daniel was supposedly abusive to the kids.
Yeah, so he's got all of his inside connections with them all individually, but then again, he's never met the kids. He didn't even realize it was Malaya's kids in the beginning, plus he doesn't know them. And I don't know, he's a liar.
Yeah. And the question is why is he lying about this, right? Like again, my question has always been why does people lie on a 4 and a 6-year-old?
Right, exactly. I feel like what they're doing is trying to cover up their own kids, what they did. But honestly, if I've got kids, and I wouldn't cover it up for them. Not that.
No. Yeah. I mean, like I get it. It would be it would be hard to turn your kid in, but if you know something, you have to say it. Because
if my kid did something like that, I think it would be harder to not say something and still continue on with a relationship with them, knowing what they did, and this is not okay.
I agree. I feel like Durwood is covering up for his kid, right?
Yeah, because he just like totally intervened himself into the situation for some reason, and that's the only thing I can think of. That.
I mean, what else would it be? And Durwood always says something that stuck out to me, and again, I think he's lied about so much, but he says, "Who was with you that night in the car, Daniel?"
True, and it's probably his son, I think. The other thing about that though is, he said that what was that? I forgot what I was just gonna say. I had a brain fart. Malaya, though, he had said, I forget now what I was gonna say.
That's okay. It happens.
Never mind. I'm in the middle of working. I clean Airbnb, so I'm like in the middle of cleaning my third huge house for the day. So my brain is.
You're fine. Trust me. I get it.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. He was saying that he talked to Malaya like a couple different times, and she was gonna come clean, remember, and give all the information to him.
Yeah.
Like he was so close to her and stuff, but he doesn't even know that she. I mean, he had never met her kids or anything, but now he's on a personal like relationship status with her that he can just call up and she'll tell him and whatever. I don't think that was true either.
Right. Right. And why was he more defensive for Daniel? You know, Daniel's not family.
Right, and he's supposedly related to Malaya. I don't even think he's related to Malaya, maybe. I don't know if he's still alive.
I think it's distantly.
Third cousin, yeah.
Like a cousin or,
yeah.
You know.
Except maybe not with Patty, supposedly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The whole thing is just weird. I feel like, though, that what's going to happen maybe is that Derwood's going to, if everything kind of comes down on his son at all, he's going to totally turn on Daniel.
Well, Derwood and Daniel are not getting along now. At all.
Exactly.
At all. And that makes me very curious as well, because I do believe there is more pressure in the case now. And I think the RCMP, in my opinion, knows a lot more about what happened. And so they're trying to save their own now.
Exactly. And he's worried that Daniel's going to turn on his son. I think that's what he's worried about. But if he does that, though, then maybe Derwood will tell the truth about the whole thing, maybe.
Yeah.
We will see. It's just the whole thing is just sad.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. It is. Well, thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Sorry about the first time
No, you're good.
know what's going on today.
You're good. Thank you.
Good talking to you.
Nice talking to you.
Have a good day.
You too, my dear. Bye-bye. Yeah, that is interesting. What do you think? What are your thoughts on that? It's not Robini. No, it's not. No. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I feel that, like I just told you earlier, why Darren? Why not Malaya's brother? If that story's true about Patty telling him to go get the kids and go get Malaya out of the house because there was stuff going on. So why him? Why then? Why did he insert himself? I do feel that maybe his son is involved some way. I could be wrong. I'm just thinking outside the box here.
You know, I think it might be just he loaned a car.
That or something.
Right. He loaned a car.
Yeah.
Maybe helped, whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Not something big, but just something.
Right.
Oh, it's so aggravating. And
Thank
then
you for calling. Oh, sorry.
You got another one? Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, Justin. This is Joyce.
Hey, Joyce. How are you, darling?
Doing fine, thank you.
It's so good to hear your voice.
Joyce.
You little cutesy.
That I really have never seen, in my opinion, so many dysfunctional families.
Right.
It really drives me nuts. I look at Derwood trying to protect Jordan, Janie trying to protect Daniel, Cindy protecting Malaya, and Patty protecting Patty. They're all enabling their kids. And this is just sad. It's the public who are really trying to get justice for Jack and Lilly.
Yep.
And I think, it's sad. It's just, I'm an older gal, and I want to just swat them on the butts, all those adults. I really do. I probably can't say that. But,
No, you're good.
But that's what I wanted to say. It's just really...
And that has always been my frustration, right? Because it seems like everyone's trying to protect these adults when where's been the protection for Jack and Lilly?
Exactly. I really am thrilled, though, it's on YouTube. I don't do Facebook. That so many, no matter if you agree with who they're supporting, that's beside the point. But they all want justice for Jack and Lilly.
Yes.
Because that is what it's about.
That is exactly what it's about. And that's why I've just never been able to support either one, Malaya or Daniel, because they they've still said multiple stories, and they know, in my opinion, they know exactly what happened to Jack and Lilly. I believe Daniel knows exactly where Jack and Lilly is. Malaya maybe not, but I do believe anyone on that property knows what happened, at least.
Agree. I'm not really sure if Malaya knows where they are. I'm going to give her that benefit of the doubt.
I agree.
Daniel? Oh, you bet he knows.
Mm-hmm.
Janie? I think she does. I think she and Daniel have had some serious conversations,
Mm-hmm.
and she will protect them till the end. That's my opinion.
But this is the thing: is it worth going to prison over? You know what I mean? Like it. Like I understand Daniel's your kid, and you're going to love your kid no matter what. I get it, but again, it's about if he's done wrong, such as 2 children going missing. You know, this isn't outrunning the police and not saying something. You know what I'm saying? This isn't he's got dope. This is lives 4 and 6, preschool and kindergarten age.
Do you really think, though, Janie believes she will go to prison? I mean, we know it, but do you think she really knows it? I mean, I don't know. I hope she does.
I mean, how could she not by now?
Well, listening to her talk, yeah, you do have a point. I just sometimes wonder where their heads are. I do.
I think they've gotten themselves so deep that they feel like they can't go back.
That's a good point.
That's what I think.
I wanted to mention this because it's just been irritating me.
It is irritating.
It is. But thank you. I appreciate you taking my call.
Thank you, love. Thank you so much for calling. So good to hear your voice. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Oh,
that was our dear Joyous right there.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for calling. That's awesome.
And again, that's she said it. That's why I can't personally support either one of them. Like this is the thing, if you know something about your children's or a child's, I don't care if it's the the kid down the street.
Mm-hmm.
If you know something, you say it.
Absolutely. There's no way. And then even if you know something and then you're getting online and trying to deflect and stuff, that's even worse.
And spout more lies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we've went over Janie's comments.
Mm-hmm.
And the timeline could not have happened.
No, there's no way.
The way that they say it, if she's out there after 10:01 and goes and get her clothes on and doesn't take her phone, which is weird.
Yeah, both of them don't take their phone.
Right. And
which I find very weird.
But they take it the next day. How interesting, right?
And yeah, exactly. And they blame there's no service. There's no service anyways. How do you know there's not going to be service if you find Jack and Lilly?
Well, but
so there tells you.
But Daniel says he has Google Maps help him get out of the woods the next day.
Exactly.
Come on.
Which I don't think he needs Google Maps to help get out of the woods. He knows those woods by the back of his hand. So
yeah, he grew up there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
He put that
geocache.
Yeah.
I can read your mind.
Yeah.
I swear we know what each other's talking about. It's so funny.
Well, we've talked about this so much privately. It's just and publicly. No, there's no way this isn't even physical. It's not. It's not even physically possible for Janie to do all of that and be standing by Malaya again. Right? So she goes outside, she's standing by Malaya, what's up?
10, yeah, it doesn't
Well,
make
first of all,
sense.
Malaya's supposed to be on the phone then.
She's on the phone with 911 because that
Right.
phone call lasted 10 minutes almost
Right.
10 full minutes.
Right.
So 10:01, add 10 minutes to that, that's like 10:11, something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if Janie comes out when she hears Daniel yelling, because he's already up in the cabins where the kids' cabins are, which are right
Mhm.
there. Janie can actually probably see the kids' cabins right there from her RV. Think about that for a minute. So she hears Daniel yelling. So she comes out. That's what, like around 10, because Malaya told her 20 minutes. So it had to been like 10:01 when she first gets on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Has to be.
Has to be.
So,
Well,
yeah.
Daniel says it's 9:56 or 9:57.
What?
Daniel says it's 9:57 when he's out searching.
He does? I thought he said it was like 10:06 or something when he's on Lansdowne Road.
Well, yeah, sorry, you're right. He says 9:57 when they're in the house.
Okay.
And looking for Jack and Lilly. And then they go outside, and then he's like, it's 10:06 by the time they get down to Landsdowne.
They've been freaking making this whole timeline up, in my opinion, based off
complete
us.
bullshit.
Because we've been trying to figure it out. They've been copying us and putting it together, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's, that's the thing that, when we call them out on their BS, they have to clarify. But here's the thing that Daniel still doesn't get. Him clarifying something when he adds more onto it, again, it just makes his other statements look that much more not credible.
Exactly.
Like I said, he's digging the opposite way when he's clarifying. He's digging the opposite way.
Like, I don't understand that whole morning route now. Like, there's so many stories to it. And I always bring this up, I know, because it drives me insane. How, when I'm talking about after he's in the vehicle, after he already has Malaya's white Nissan Pathfinder, VIN number, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so he gets in, and then first we were told, he comes back. He goes over the railroad tracks, which you do when you come back up Gairloch Road, and he parks the car facing Landsdowne Lake by that marsh, excuse me. And then he says he either waits for the RCMP to get there, or he goes and searches more before the RCMP get there, or the RCMP are already there when he gets back. And then now he's added on that he's actually went past Brad's house and then up to McLeod and then back down the opposite way. So that's like so much.
Can we play that and then go over how he says on the map?
Yeah, I even have the other. Oh my gosh, I have them all put together except for this new one. Now I got to add this one.
Let me play this part right here where he talks about Durwood.
Especially harsh and critical of Durwood, and he acknowledged that right back at me, right? And we've kind of come to a place where he doesn't agree with me, I don't agree with him. I'm going to stop calling him a donkey, and he's going to stop calling me Satan for now. But at the same time, this is why Jordan is not involved, but that's why his name is even in our vocabulary now, because he was friends with Daniel and because of the things that his dad has said in this case. And I don't think it's fair that he's been dragged into this. His charges aside, like, we don't know all the details of Jordan's charges, but I do think it's important that people get.
He absolutely did. He absolutely lied. And thank you for calling, my love. Appreciate you. Yes, he absolutely lied about having, he said he's never owned a Kia. Well, he sold one in July. 2 months 2 months afterwards.
Yeah, curious sportage or something.
Hmm.
I just realized when she called him a donkey, she meant ass. Sorry.
Sorry, I was getting a call. Okay. Yes.
Get to hear from these men, Daniel, Jordan, Chance, anybody, you know, that wants to talk. It's important that we get to.
Let me
And I
find
think
Daniel
that
where he starts here. 1 second.
I think Lilly and right.
I'm gonna find that video.
Okay.
Okay.
I see a lot of them answering at the end if he wants to answer.
I think I went out and searched during this.
Here we
I will touch on my uncles. My uncles have been nothing but supportive during this. And all my uncles, they went out and searched. They searched for Lilly and Jack. They walked through the woods. They drove their vehicles around every dirt road, helping an attempt to find Lilly and Jack. And no one can ever take that away from them. They tried. And you know, they did everything they could. And you can't ever
Right,
take that
and-
away from them. They tried.
Right. And I think that a lot of people are being unfairly criticized and accused of crazy things because people are
Jessica. Daphne, do you see this message?
Remember when Jordan said to Mike, maybe my father switched trucks with me because he's a good man. What truck? I have never.
Okay.
I didn't
well,
hear that. I'm sorry.
Well, but do you remember the message I was showing you before we went live?
Yes.
This is very interesting.
That is interesting.
I did not know he said that, though.
Well, and then Darren also said that he was being blamed that he was there at one point, remember? In a black truck or something? Pretty sure I heard that.
Jessica, I did not know he said that, but I was showing Daphne something before we went live. And that's very interesting now.
That is interesting.
We're going to have to dig into that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to look on his channel now. Yeah. There's some things like I just refuse to give to Daniel, if you will. So that's how long ago did he say that? Do you know? Jordan's earliest call and is very enlightening. I've never even listened to it. I really don't want.
Ooh, what's that noise?
Noise. I don't know what you mean.
You don't hear that buzzing noise?
No.
That's weird.
Dolores, thank you so much, Mamacita. Appreciate you. Thank you very much for your support. Justin on the panel. Thank you so much for the deal. Appreciate you, Miss Dolores. Whatever, Daniel, you were running, and then the drones, helicopters. So how would you know Jack and Lilly? So how would you know you ran past Jack and Lilly? Yeah. Hold on, I've got some.
I just sent you the video that's got all of those combined where he tells like 4 different stories. And then if you play the one here that he talks about on Charmaine's, it's completely different.
Oh, you sent 307. Good. Okay.
Is that the right one?
Yes. That's amazing. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Took me a minute to find it.
This is our friend Daphne. Mods, make sure you drop Daphne's channel. Y'all sub up to Daphne.
Thank
She's amazeballs.
To this one. Amazeballs.
I mean, ever since Friday morning, when we noticed that the children were gone, immediately jumped in the vehicle, surveyed all the areas, many dirt roads, many culverts as I could, and waited for the police to get there.
Okay, 1, waited for the police to get there. Oh, goodness gracious, about knocked my microphone off the damn thing. So waited for police, right? Oh, this is the other one, dang it. So which story is it? So we have the first one, he went in the car, he went out on foot and searched. The second one is he went in the car, he parked the car by the marsh, and the RCMP were there. The third one, which we just witnessed, right, was he went out with the vehicle and then he waited, which when you think waited, he waited at home for the police to get there. So which, I don't understand. Which story is it? Those are the three complete.
Well, you know what else he said, Daff?
That's not the right video, but it's similar.
He said that he searched for hours. 4 hours.
4 hours.
F-O-R, not F-O-U-R. F-O-R. Hour.
That's right. On the docs. Yeah.
Yep.
I forgot to add that one in. Yeah, this is off of Alive. It's not the one I was looking for, but it's similar. Right, guys? Am I crazy or is that three completely different? Now listen to this one.
I love you. You crack me up. You sound like me. Oh, shit, I knocked the damn mic out.
I didn't know that was in there.
Daniel, you were driving so you could have drove by. I mean, my thing is, Wendy, like, if I know kids, a 4 and a 6-year-old has been missing 20 minutes or less, I'm not jumping in the car. I'm using my legs.
Yes. Yeah, because how far can they? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
and you'd be screaming.
And listen, I don't care if Malia had a baby on her or in her, you wouldn't be standing there. You wouldn't be standing there.
Yeah, you'd be freaking out.
A mother would not be standing there.
I would have Jeannie. Well, I'd put the baby in a damn, like one of those carrying things on my back and be, you know what I mean?
One would be, I would say, you go this way, I'll go this way, we go this way, right? March that direction next. You know, I mean, it's.
What I find quite odd is that in the beginning, you know, Malaya had said that they wonder that they were pushing that, but they told the RCMP that they don't go across the street. You know what I mean? Like they told in the documents, it says, or excuse me, I think it was on the transcripts or dispatch or something. They said that Jack and Lilly wouldn't go across the way, like basically going towards Brad's house. Yeah. Yeah. I'd be running, passing the helicopters.
Yeah, like Mr. Daniel.
I wish I could find that video with him. Because I put the documents together. It's this one, but for some reason it didn't play the whole thing. And then when he just added with on this new one.
Okay, is this where he's talking about?
I don't know if it's on a short though.
Darren, D-A-R-N.
They make it so difficult to like find anything. Superwoman Daphne. Yeah, exactly.
It's ridiculous that they would do that. Okay, I was trying to find where he was talking about he drove. Let me find it.
That's in the documents, right?
Yeah, but he talks about this the other day as his new direction that he went. Okay, here we go. It's right here. And then we'll pull up the maps as well.
Got the keys. As I said, I'm gonna go jump in the car and go get the keys. I got the keys, ran in the house, got the keys, tried to go out through the front door, and I seen that. No, originally I tried to come in through the front door and it was still.
He broke that freaking door so it wouldn't look like in my opinion, he was locking people in.
Had
Yeah, exactly.
whatever that was jammed in the outside porch door, so I couldn't get in through the front. So then I ran all the way through the back.
And he said he couldn't get in through the front door. If the thing is on the outside, why couldn't you get in? Okay, I just thought of something.
Good point.
If the thing was on the outside, how couldn't you get in? Number 2, remember how Malaya says Daniel opened the door and the wrench fell?
Yes.
How does that happen?
If you're, yeah.
If, number 1, he had already been to the front door, right? But he says he couldn't get in, even though it's on the outside. And
Are you
B,
reading that? Yeah.
how does, if he's on the inside and he tries to get outside and the wrench falls, but it's outside?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So many details. Daniel, keys, door, lock, no details on Thursday. 1000%. Shannon, take care of yourself, baby.
Yeah, take care of yourself.
My family, not me, just an uncle was in the mafia, unfortunately, for years when we lived in New York. We've since moved, but to tell me all the time that they can do the bodies that you will never find. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Past the fence.
And it's even harder for a child to be found.
Went up into the house on the end table, grabbed the keys, and then I came out through the front door, got in the car, and then I proceeded to drive all the way up to Landsdowne Road. And so I entered Landsdowne Road.
Okay, let me get the transcript on this, and then
I have.
pull up the. Should I pull up the maps?
I got the maps up already.
You're better with the map than I am. So,
Deborah says the doors don't swing inwards, do they? I think some depends on where you live. Like for instance, if you live in a place that gets hurricanes a lot, your doors won't swing inwards. If you live in a place that doesn't.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I learned about that because I was like, yeah, I learned about that when I was buying doors for my house. Okay. Sorry, I can't do 2 things at once. All right, so check this out. Where am I at? All right. Oh, what am I doing? It's already north. Okay. Do you want me to show which route?
Let me pull it.
Play. Yeah, play what he. Do you want to show the original way he took first, and then you can play.
Okay, go ahead. Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead and tell him what the way.
Okay, guys. So Daniel said that he left out of here, out of Gairloch Road, came down, follow my little guy here, came down, turned on Landsdowne Road, the same road where the blanket and boot print was found, came all the way down by his dad's and stuff, said he turned around, came back down this road, crossed over here, crossed over the railroad tracks, came down Landsdowne Station, and then parked his vehicle here by this marsh because in one statement he said the RCMP were already running up the driveway to meet Malaya. I circled this because Janie said she went this way. Okay. Now, Justin, do you want to play what he says now? And then I can show it?
Had the wrench or whatever that was jammed in the outside. Past the fence, went up into the house on the end table, grabbed the keys, and then I came out through the front door, got in the car, and then I proceeded to drive all the way up to Landsdowne Road. And so I entered Landsdowne Road at 10:05 or 10:06, right? I already went over all this with investigators, so they know the whole timeline on my venture here. And so I entered Landsdowne Road at 10:05 or 10:06, and then I proceeded to drive up Landsdowne Road all the way out to the tracks. I drove like 10 or 15 kilometers an hour, just swaying my head back and forth. And one thing I didn't notice, Jermaine, the blanket wasn't in the tree at that time. So it was planted after approximately 10:08, maybe 10:09, when I would have drove past where the blanket is at the bottom of that dirt road.
You can remember all this.
So at 10:09 or 10:08, the blanket wasn't in the tree. I drove all the way out to the railroad tracks. People can look at this on the map on Landsdowne Road. And then I circled around, did a U-turn, came all the way back to Gairloch Road, proceeded down Gairloch Road, went up Landsdowne Station Road, past good old Bradley Wong's, and went all the way out to the McLeod Road, came all the way back down Gairloch Road. But on the way, I stopped at every bridge and culvert and jumped out and looked inside because I thought the kids might be playing in the water because.
You say
every bridge and culvert he looked.
But on his way back down Gairloch Road, he checked every bridge and culvert, or the whole trip?
Listen.
Station Road, past good old Bradley Wong's, and went all the way out to the McLeod Road, came all the way back down Gairloch Road. But on the way, I stopped at every bridge and culvert and jumped out and looked inside because I thought the kids might be playing in the water because.
Love you, Pokey.
Kids always take the path of least.
He's going to talk about how I always talk about the kids take the path of least resistance here.
So he would have stopped at this little footbridge on McLeod Road where that little sticker star was found. He would have stopped at the little footbridge on Landsdowne Station Road by Brad's house because there's a bridge there. I'm trying to think where else there's bridges. Here, do you want me to show?
Yep. Okay.
Oh, sorry. I'm like, okay, I just had to mark the timestamps too. Sorry, this is a mess. So 10:09 a.m., he was driving back this way, back towards Gairloch Road. So he entered this road at 10:05 a.m., okay, from the house. When he first left the house, he entered Landsdowne Road at 10:05 a.m. He said he drove, like 15 kilometers or something? He says the blanket was not in the tree after he circled back around at 10:09 a.m. That was the last timestamp he gave. He didn't give any more timestamps after that. Then he said he went through here, okay, instead of going back over the railroad tracks and coming back and parking here on Gairloch Road, now he extends this. Because now he passes Brad's and this house for sale and his uncle's homes here. He passes and he said he stops at these little bridges and culverts. Here's one
This is
here.
where those little stickers were found.
Yep. I just passed one too. Sorry. And then he continues up this McLeod Road. Okay. And then he passes this area where Justin was allegedly staying. Then he says he comes back down, makes a U-turn here, comes back down. Okay. I don't think there's any more bridges. There's the lake, but I don't think there's any more bridges from my understanding other than two. And then
he says
he had to make a U-turn to park. If he faced north, he'd have to make a U-turn right here and park right here. So now it's a whole trip. So 10:09. Okay.
Remember, where were they checking? Where that one camera? It was down.
Glengarry Station, right here. It's like, yeah. Yeah. It's a mess.
Is there any
Well,
more
yeah, every
culverts?
driveway has. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I guess you can say that every driveway has a culvert. So did he stop and check every
No, not necessarily. A
ditch,
culvert's more like a
like a ditch?
zoom in more like the roads. He's filling in the timeline. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's shit.
Who do you think placed on the blanket in the tree? Daniel, 1000%, in my opinion. There's no reason he's the one that lied about it.
He said he faced this way. He faced north at one point. And in one of his messages, he parked along the side. Or did he park here?
He said he parked right there.
By this marsh.
Yeah. Well, he said he pulled right in beside the marsh, like that little driveway looking thing. Yeah.
Okay. For some reason, I thought he said he pulled straight like this, but okay. So he just pulled in like that.
He said he got out and the RCMP immediately had eyes on him.
Yeah, there's a little bridge over here somewhere.
Is there any other culverts?
There's a little bridge somewhere over here. Hold on. I think it's back.
Right there. Look at there.
Right here?
Yeah. Can you go down to the road there?
Oh, yeah. Oh, come on.
Just push double tap the blue line.
Well, now it's saying there's no street view. Come on. There we go. So he got out and checked here, allegedly.
Now, my question is, where would there be waist deep water?
Well, the lake, obviously. This is in May, so it's rainy at this point.
Thank you, Miss Magdalena, for gifting a pearl necklace. If you received that, make sure you thank our dear Magdalena. Thank you so much, my dear. Really appreciate that. I sent a gift too, but did not come on. Thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you very much. Thank you.
Hi, Shy. Good to see
you. Okay, so that's one. Can we follow that road on up?
Yeah, where do you want me to go?
Let's just follow his trail and see if there's any.
You want me to do street view or just follow it? Follow it.
Just follow it from the air. It's fine. Like zoom in just a little bit more.
Where am I at? Let me. Got turned around. Okay, so this is Landsdowne Station Road. And this is where they found the little sticker star.
Yeah.
And this river runs through. You can see it, right? So, I mean, maybe he was in there. Maybe he got out and jumped in the river.
It's a very odd formed river. You know what I mean? Because it's like, it's not.
Yeah.
There's different little.
It's deeper in some parts, and then sometimes it's like a marsh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, like marshy out here too. And then we're on McLeod Road now. Now this, what is this? Matheson? No, that's River Simpson Road. Okay. So this is still McLeod. And then he said he turned around here. And there's a camera.
I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah, there's actually, is it here? Oh, come on. There's a camera here. Did I go to there? Okay, so there's a surveillance sign here. Okay. And there's also, I gotta go this way. Hold on. There's a surveillance sign here. I don't think that's a camera. That looks more like a solar light or a light.
People just put signs up too.
Yeah, I was about to say, sometimes people put signs up. So they would have definitely collected if there is camera footage there. So here's Daniel coming back down from McLeod down the road. I mean, there's
MZ Queen says that's why I think he took the pipeline trail to community hall and then got in a vehicle towing a boat. A boat?
So
I don't
down
think he
here
towed a boat that night.
might be wet down in here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. This is the way
Magdalena,
he
thank you for
took.
gifting Daff pearl necklace. Appreciate you, my dear.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I don't think there's any more little footbridges on this. Could be wrong though. What's
Did
this? Wait,
anyone
wait, wait,
ever
wait.
ask?
Oh, look,
Mm-hmm.
like marsh.
And that's the thing. Like, think about this.
Ducks.
Can I just say something? And I just want to give a trigger warning.
Yeah.
But you could essentially get luggage or a tote or anything and put rocks in it and put some holes in it and drop it in any of those marshes.
Mm-hmm. That's Larig Road. Oh, wait, I was going the opposite way. I got turned around. Okay. Okay. Remember Larig Road. Remember this stop? This was supposed to be the first trip that Brad talked about between 12:30 and 1 down this road.
Yes, Deb. I believe, in my opinion, that, and I've said this since almost day one, that I believe that the kids are near water. Because, in my opinion, the things Daniel has said, he always talks about he waded in the water up to his waist when he was searching for the kids. He says that he checks the culverts. In another message, he said he was in the woods and he said he searched up a hill, but he said it was the kids couldn't have ever went there.
Yes. He took a 30-minute video.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Ninji says the cadaver dogs only went to the immediate area. Went to the immediate, approximately 299 Laird Road Bridge. Laird, do you know where the Laird Bridge is?
Hold on. Let's see.
Yes, the small ones are plastic. Forgot about the ones.
Larry Road Bridge.
299 Laird Road Bridge, I think. Yeah.
This is 147 Larry Road. I don't remember seeing a bridge on Larry. I know it goes into that waterfall area up here. Pretty sure.
Bridge is about halfway up, she said.
Keep going.
About halfway up.
There's St. Andrew's Cemetery. Oh, I didn't see it. I don't know if it'll let me. Oh, shit. Oh, that's on a bridge, though.
Well, just go down there. It might be a bridge. You just can't see it.
No,
right where the water is.
Oh my gosh. Oh, here you go. Little footbridge.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a little crick in there.
It could be.
Oh my God, it's so aggravating trying to maneuver this thing around.
Mm.
It's just a little crick in there. It's not deep.
Yeah, but he says,
But I mean, it could be at different times of the year, I guess.
I mean, he might be using these words as culverts, but this is technically not a culvert, is it?
When I think of culvert, I think of like ditches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they searched, I heard, all along here. I don't know with cadaver dogs, but I know they searched through here.
Mm-hmm.
They went all the way up.
Joyous sent you something.
Oh,
Thank you
Miss
so much for
Joyous,
Joyous.
stop it. Thank you so much, Miss Joyous. I appreciate you so
Very kind.
much.
Thank you,
Seriously,
Miss Joyce.
you rock. Thank you.
Very kind, Miss Joyce.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
yes, thank
Appreciate
you.
that, my dear. Yes, Daniel, we know you're watching. You can call in.
Yes,
Nobody's
Daniel,
going to be
call in.
mean to you. Promise you that. But would love to hear your input on it, Mr. Daniel.
We'll probably get a different story.
Those, well, you know, clear it up. Your clarifications of the clarifications. Those two green totes in the back door step always bothered me. They both look brand new, not a stitch of dirt on them.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. And the totes full of concrete too, right? Like the concrete, and it looks like oh my gosh, I can't think right now. Like a fence hole puncher or something in the totes with the concrete. You know what I'm talking about with the photo with them sitting on the four-wheeler?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, this is the thing. If you listen to the neighbor, which I believe his story 1,000,000,000% personally, I believe it because he said this, and then Daniel comes out months later and says how he went. That, but he says he went during the daytime. Neighbor says this happened between midnight and what time was it? Between midnight and 5 or 5:30 a.m. He
You want me to
says you
take you
can hear
there?
it within earshot.
Well,
Daniel's car.
there's two neighbors. So you got one at the tippity top of oh my gosh, of McLeod. And you got one at the other end. Oh, I hate when my maps do this. Hold on. Okay, so you have one neighbor that was staying at this Lorda campground, which is in here with those two ponds. And then you have one neighbor down here. So they heard him allegedly go to this Larrig Road was the first stop at 12:22 a.m. to 1:05. And then supposedly went back home is the way I understood it. Went back to his house, came back out. Trip 2 was here at the tip top. 1:10 to 1:45 a.m. That was like a 20-minute stop. And supposedly went back home, came back out, and then trip 3 was here at the Landsdowne Lake area, Matheson West Road, back home. And then the last stop was here. And remember, just let it idle, like it went quiet or something between 4 and 5 a.m.
You know he knows that person in the house there. Daniel does. He's friends with them.
This black house? Oh, right here, right? Melvin Geddes.
No. The other house.
God, who is this person that owns this house?
Daniel's friends with her.
Okay, and then this house was up for sale for a while. I don't know if it still is.
I don't think, I want to make something clear. I don't think that they did anything or anything like that. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying why was he idling there? If he was, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, I agree. I don't know. Someone asked a question. Daughter always.
I have
Oh,
thought
hi
about that
Teresa.
overpass over the boat harbor pond so many times. Boat harbor pond. Green slums were where we just showed a minute ago. Old Garden Gal.
Which one is it?
When I was talking about you said, "Oh, look over here. It's kind of a marshy area."
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Teresa. Huh?
What's that? Am I alone in thinking that Daniel's brother helped him hide the kids?
No, there's a lot of people that think he's involved.
There's a lot of people thinks he's involved. I think it's in my opinion, I think it's more. I feel like it's Durwood's son, maybe, but I don't know.
I always found it strange that, like, one of the callers was saying, like, how does Durwood's son and Malaya not, like, how does Malaya not know him? Like, if that's Daniel's best friend and Durwood is actually her third cousin, which I don't know my third cousin either, guys. Like, so maybe that, but he hung out with Patty's, I guess, like, I don't know when. We've heard recently, and then we heard before they were friends. So we don't know exactly the truth on that. I
Did
don't know
Bradley Wong take a polygraph? Not that I'm aware of, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, this is the thing. Brad said this very early on, and he had no reason. He had no idea that it was going to get this big. He has no reason to lie. He doesn't like being in the spotlight at all.
Yeah. Especially now.
But I think his brother knows the truth. I think his brother knows a lot more for sure.
Oh yeah.
Because, he was crying that morning.
I don't think too many people know if allegedly if Daniel actually did something.
Mhm.
I'm just saying allegedly because I don't know.
Right.
I don't think he would tell too many people
I don't either.
because he's the type of person that wants you to think highly of him, not look down at him. You could tell that. That's why he's always coming out and trying to, you know what I mean?
I think maybe other than Janie, I think who might know more. I believe she has to know more living on that property. But I think
Yeah.
maybe one other, and of course Malaya, I think. But as far like maybe one other person, Daniel might have. And this is the thing, Daniel could have, asked for someone's vehicle or a tool or something, and they was just like, sure, here it is, right? Not thinking you're
It's gonna be a
hiding
part of
kids.
it. Yeah.
Magdalena says Janie knows, and I really wonder if it isn't Janie who is the mastermind of the script. I don't think she's the mastermind personally, though.
Yeah,
She's
that's
most level-headed, and maybe that's why there's no conversation with Janie if she's seen the children. I don't think Janie is evil like Daniel, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think she's that inherently twisted like her son. In my opinion, I think Janie's more old-fashioned. She I do too. I do too.
Yeah. I would like to know what these new 12-hour shifts. I'm sorry, honey. I would like to know about these new polygraphs that were taken and if they were passed or not.
Yeah.
Because they're really keeping this second half under wraps.
Mm-hmm. I don't know for certain. No, I get that. I get that. And trust me, people's this we don't know, right? So everything is in flux. It's always evolving, always changing, Magdalena. You know what I mean? But I don't see how she could be on that property and not hear the fighting or not hear, because listen,
Or not see the black eyes.
of course, not
Like,
see
come
the
on.
black, but I think particularly that night, right? If someone is hiding someone, you have to prep, right? There's going to be a lot of trips of Daniel or Malaya going in and out of that house that night, right?
Absolutely.
You can't tell me Tucker had
Wasn't barking his ass off, yeah.
Someone's on that property. I don't care if it's Daniel, Malaya, or Santa Claus between midnight and 5 a.m. That dog is going to bark its ass off.
Well, and that's just the thing, Justin. If you remember Wednesday night what she said. She says, "You're getting home kind of late, aren't you?" And that was only 10:30 at night, and she was pissed.
Yes, and that's the thing, Sherry. I can see some mother-in-laws. She figured it wasn't her business. Not Janie. Janie is she knows everything that's going on her property.
Well, yeah.
And she lets, and again, I have recordings that I've never put out of Janie walking in the trailer and her flipping the hell out. Daniel's like, "Mom, you need a knock," or something like that. And she just flips the fuck out on him.
Yeah, she's had it. Remember, Janie said she's a quiet person.
Yeah. But, if Janie's, bitching, "Oh, you guys are getting late home," you know what I mean? Like, they are very hyper aware of what goes on.
Oh, yeah, of course. I agree. I mean, when you get rid of the impossible in this case, what are you left with?
Some lying ass people.
Seriously.
Lying ass people. She says that, yes, she does say that. She says she likes to be left alone. She doesn't pay attention to what they're doing or anything. But again, the recordings I've heard and just people that I've spoke to who know them, Janie knows what's going on. And you listen, when I was a kid, for a few months, my grandpa was sick, and we had to live in a trailer for like 3 or 4 months. And you can hear outside of the trailer walls inside. I mean, trailer walls are not thick at all.
Exactly. Like, I can hear shit. I'm in a house and I can hear stuff outside.
Same.
Yeah. So imagine.
The most exciting thing about Janie's life was watching them go. Right. I mean, I'm from the country, and when I'm like country people, I can remember, like, as a kid, I would just sit at the window and wait for cars to pass. Like, we just always, like, that's just what we did. We'd sit on the porch and just freaking watch people pass. I mean, there was
to count
nothing.
ants on the windowsill.
you know,
Don't
and
ask.
if you heard a car, you know, you looked out and your hand flied up. You know, you're waving at them. And forget going to New York City the first
Here
time
in
I
New
was
York, we just flick people off
well,
when they go by. I'm just joking.
like my husband, he lived in New York
I
City
hate New
for
York.
a while. But like when I remember I was just a little country boy, went to freaking New York City, and I smiled because where I'm from, we smile at everybody when we're
Wanna buy a
passing and
watch?
stuff like that. Yeah. And I got on the subway and I would just smile and look at people, and they'd be like, I'd be like, God, they're so rude here. And they think you want something from them if you're smiling at them or whatever. And I'm like, damn, these people are rude as
They
hell.
are.
They're
They
the
will
only people that will push the fucking gas to run
Yes.
over you faster to
Yes.
get out of the road.
They're nasty in New York City. They will beep the fucking horn at you right when they know the lights get ready to turn green. They will beep the horn to make sure you are ready to get out of the way.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh God, completely different. Like compared to the rest, I mean, you still have, you know, but the city it is a culture shock. It's like a different breed out there. It's like different breed of human, like completely different.
It was culture shock.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, these people are rude.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just like, hi, how y'all doing? You know, kind of thing.
Yes.
My little southern self.
Like, what you laughing at for? Why are you
Yeah.
smiling?
This guy was flapping these CDs because you said the watch thing.
Yes. Want to buy a watch?
He was flapping these CDs. I'll never forget it. He was flapping these CDs.
Yes.
He's like, free, 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 like that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he just like handed it to me, and I grabbed it like that, and I just kept walking.
Yeah.
And a
Not
few
free.
seconds later, he's like, hey, give me that, give me that, give me. And I sat and argued with him. And my husband's like, Justin, it's free to watch, free to look at, free to look at. I said, you said it was free. I didn't give a damn about whatever the thing was. But I was like, you said it's free.
Oh, nothing's free there.
And he just kind of looks at me like I got two freaking heads or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, then why did you hand it to me? Dumbass.
Yeah. I haven't been back to New York City, and I live in New York. I haven't been there in a long time.
Yeah.
There's no friggin' way. And by God, you can't drive there.
No, I've driven New York City. It's
horrible.
terrible.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a cool place to go for the day, but I'm full of anxiety by the time I'm leaving. It's nuts.
Look at the bridge. Okay. Do you know where this is?
Look at the bridge near Catalone, near
Good.
Myra Bay. I have no idea where that's at.
Goes right down to the ocean, very rural. But this is the thing. I don't see Daniel making it to the ocean that night. I just don't.
Let's back up and look. So is he really going to drive to the ocean when he's got this entire area of just nothing?
Well,
nothing where you can hide. And I hate to say this, they're like a needle in a haystack. Is he really going to drive this far and get on a highway? Yeah, you could take back roads, but it's going to take a long time. And get on the highway to go to the beaches or even to this basin. Like, you know what I mean? And, I said this the other day too. So there was a body found. I'm going to just show you guys something real quick. Here's Laird Road. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And this body was found. His name is Alex. His body was found right here, right around Laird Road. Okay. Now let me show you something else. There was a body found somewhere over here by, I thought I had it marked, close to Sheep Herders Junction, but it was more over in this area somewhere. Sorry, I thought I had it marked. Right here, right here. Kevin Martin, his body was found. Okay. So I always thought, and I know this is really bad to think this, but if he would say somebody was going to hide somebody's body, would you hide them up here where they found a body? Would you hide them down here where they found a body? Or would you go this way or that way where bodies haven't been found yet? Just something to make you guys think. Do you see what I'm saying?
I
So
don't know if that's going to,
because they're going to look. They're going to be like, oh shit, well, we found somebody's body here at one point. We found somebody's body up here at one point. But that's something that a criminal is going to think of, in my opinion.
mhm. Esther, good to see you, my friend. Daniel on Charmaine's was asked, is it possible Malaya did something to the children without you and Janie knowing? And
Oh,
no, it would be physically impossible for Malaya to move bodies.
see,
Malaya won't
another
even look for her kids
well, and
when
that's
they
the
first
thing,
went
too.
missing. It's just not possible.
First, he said Malaya had moved, and DT's thing, he said, I don't think she moved because the baby was on her shoulder, but yet she was obviously up earlier because she had to get the baby from the crib and she had to make a phone call, right? So
Yep.
she had to have been up that morning doing something. I'm not saying she was doing, you know what I mean, hiding.
Well,
But
Malaya can't do anything on her own. I mean, she just can't. You know what I mean? Like she can't do shit on her own.
I
She
think
won't
she's
do shit on her own.
codependent to well, it seems like it anyways in this. Codependent on people finding them for her.
She won't even take a dish to the kitchen by herself.
Yeah.
You know, so someone
Dumping ground, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, we got to look at statistics as well, Daphne.
Yeah, I have.
Statistically, about the maximum a person ever, when they're dumping someone, the maximum is 25 miles.
Yeah, and 50
And it
feet
is
from the road.
generally within a few miles.
Mm-hmm.
People don't like to ride around with bodies.
Nope. Sure as hell ain't getting on a highway where there's cameras.
They generally want to get away from the situation as fast as possible.
Absolutely.
So wherever most bodies are dumped, they are very, very, very close to a road or a trail.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Think about this. Well, you pull over on the side of the road. You're not, let's say they're in luggage or a tote. Someone puts remains in a luggage or a tote. You're not going to carry that tote half a mile into the woods.
Exactly. And you're going to park your vehicle because you're going to have to use a vehicle, obviously, even for two small children. I mean, it's going to be, and you're not going to be hiking through the woods very far here because there's down trees everywhere. So you're going to take the path that's the easiest for you.
Yes.
And well known.
That you feel safe.
Exactly.
That you feel most safe.
Boom.
Right.
Mm-hmm. The path of least resistance. Remember. Yep.
Yeah. That ATV was way too clean.
I'm wondering if that I hate to say it, but I wonder if that loud vehicle that morning allegedly was used as a distraction so a much quieter vehicle could move along the back roads.
I don't think it was, because I don't think there was enough time to go in and out several times, like 5 times. And where the fuck is that vehicle at?
Well, there's one burned with no VIN number, and there's a bunch burned. So maybe one was parked there. So I don't know.
At that Governor Lake by Glengarry.
Governor Lake.
I don't know what you mean by stickler. Why you would cart the luggage into the woods if you know you would. Well, you will, but you're not going to. But statistically, you're not going to. It's easy to say. It's hard to do. Right? So you're not going to carry something like a half a mile, a quarter of a mile away from your car.
Maybe they're there.
What's that?
Maybe they're at this lake.
Well, that one lake they didn't search. Remember that in the documents?
Yeah, but I think somebody from the Please Bring Me Home search was able to get in there last time. But look, do you know? Do you see the name of this lake?
Mm-hmm. Drug
lake. What?
Probably they go there to do a bunch of drugs.
What? Who names a lake that?
Daniel's fourth uncle, great uncle.
What the freaking heck? I never noticed that before.
Guys, hit the thumbs up, please, or double tap that screen wherever you're at. Thank
what
you for
the heck,
being
you
here.
guys?
Probably a trail off the road, in my opinion, or a black industrial bag. Daniel said it's 60 pounds. Yeah.
The water thing doesn't really bother me too much because Nova Scotia is surrounded by water. It's literally water. It's like the state of Florida, kind of. It's like a peninsula. It's all water.
I agree, Many Panthers. To me, a culvert is a big round metal thing that goes under the roads and driveways and ditches. That's a culvert.
Yes, that's a culvert.
Yes.
I just called a ditch. Yeah, that's when I think of a culvert. Well, was it being planned before they even got home Thursday?
No, I don't think so. I don't think this was planned at all. No,
I don't either. I think the thought crossed somebody's mind because it was building up to that. Just in my opinion.
Someone watched me and says, I'll watch your show. I have concerns about the Jack and Lilly case. Malaya, number one, Malaya says they heard the kids outside playing. Well, why didn't she get up and go bring them back in? Two, as a mother of two missing children, meaning her, Malaya, I would not be just sitting back and not pleading for help in finding them. Every day, I would be out searching for them to be on TV, asking for help and sending messages of love to them. I agree. As a grandmother, I don't understand why Cindy is not doing anything for them. Her grandchildren are more important than her job. Both parents are responsible for the children being missing, in my opinion. Hold on one second.
Yeah, she did. Malaya says she heard them playing in the bedroom, which is right next to their bedroom. We'll cross the hallway. Or something like that. And then they saw Lily come in the room. What you looking for?
I'm going to pull this up.
I feel like they're across the street over this way.
Let me listen to this right here.
Where the RCMP were here.
As possible. I want them home. I want to hold them. And I want them home. What happened was we woke up. I heard them playing in the next room beside us.
Merci. Thank you so much from the Village en Français, listening from the beginning of Jack and Lilly. Thank you so much, Esther. Appreciate you, my darling. Oh, shoot, what I do? Press the wrong button. Thank you so much, Frankie.
Thank you.
Merci.
Français. I love French.
Thank you so much.
Yes, Lovey. I feel you don't look when you know where someone is already. Absolutely.
If Malaya thought her children were alive and Cindy, they would be out there searching. I think he intentionally is mentioning water because people picked up on a few couple of related words, but he is saying it things like dive in. I think I actually don't think it's a red herring because I think he talks about these culverts in the beginning, and
The waterfall.
I think if he thought they were found, he would be like, "Oh, I was just searching around there."
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion on that, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just around there. Wow, how did I not see them?
Yeah. How did I not see the blanket?
Yeah, look at that trash bin. Such
Yeah.
bullshit.
And who could get, like, I made that a point one time. Who could get into that trash bin?
Jack and Lilly couldn't have. 4 and a 6-year-old could not lift that up and then tear it open like you're
Absolutely. Well, and there was one trash bag in there. Okay. So you would have to really lean over that. What is that, about 3-4 foot? I mean, it is cockeyed, like slanted. So you'd have to lean over and have enough grip to rip it open to pull the blanket out. And you'd have to know that the blanket was in there.
that they threw away a week ago.
Exactly. And only 3 people knew of that blanket being in there. Nobody else.
Yep, Janie inserts herself there too.
Yep.
And I was drifting in and out of sleep, and they're not the type of kids that we tell them not to go outside on their own. We always make sure that we're out there with them, watching them, and they happen to just get out that.
You know something? Malaya looks better there than she did the other day.
Well, it's probably a good thing, I guess, right?
She looks better here than she did the other
Well,
day.
yeah, because she maybe hadn't kicked in yet, that her kids were completely.
No, I mean physically.
Oh, yeah.
She looked a little, in my opinion, crackoled out.
Sliding door, and we can't hear it when it opens. And they were outside playing, but we weren't aware of it at the time. And
So the reason I pulled this up was this person's question when they said Malaya said that they heard the kids playing outside. I don't think she said she heard the kids playing outside, did she? I'm trying to find this one second.
on their own. We
No.
always
Okay, hold on. Look at that door.
and
By
they're
the
not
way.
the type of kid.
There we
Okay,
go.
there you go. So it's open right now, the one that had a wrench in it.
Is this the one that they used? This is the one they put the wrench in?
See, I thought it was the front door originally.
Look at there. It looks like a lock right there. You see that?
Can we take a screenshot and zoom in on it? Here, maybe I can blow this up and actually. Oh, yeah, you're awesome.
He's got a fucking lock on that outside.
The window's cracked there too. How do you know they didn't crawl out through the window?
Oh, yeah. Look at this. Look at there.
That's the door, yeah.
Look at that lock.
Here,
Why do
I'm
you
gonna
have
blow this
doors
up so I can
locked
see.
like that?
Will you send me that? And I'm gonna clear up the picture so I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
That's a good. I didn't think about that before. So is there a door on where this opening is too? This little porch thingamajigger they got going on there? Is there an actual door on this too? Then? Or we can't really tell, can we? Because it's.
I think there was. I'm pretty sure there was. Here we go.
And there's his tools. Look, there's his tools that he was took him a
Yep.
while to find his freaking tools, you
Yep.
guys. Took me a while, but I found my tools. How did it take you a while when they're right friggin' there?
There's Tim Hortons.
Interesting.
Looks like that's busted right there.
It does. Yeah, it is. It has been. Because you can tell
This
it's
is
putty.
this is one of those locks where you put on the outside. I think that's when he says it was bolted. I think he ripped it off. The other part of it off. It goes to the side of the door.
Kids, we tell them not to go outside on their own. We always make sure that we're out there with
That's a lot of stuff, guys. Everybody's, is that a hubcap? Is that a missing shirt? That's a lot of shit right there.
It is.
And I was drifting in and out of sleep, and they're not the type of kids that we tell them not
Hold
to go
on.
out. And I'm just staying as
Oh
hope.
shit.
They're both really go-lucky children. They're so sweet. They talk to anyone. They'll talk your ear off. They will speak to anyone in a store. Everyone. They're just extremely sweet kids. I appreciate the huge search effort going on right now. But we've been pushing for an Amber Alert, which hasn't been issued. Not just that they could possibly be abducted, which it is a possibility that they could have been. But
Okay, if you remember correctly, she did say outside, but she also said the room went quiet. But I think she was told what to say, so I don't pay attention to whatever she says. I think she's scared of D.
But just an alert to let everyone know that they are missing. We had people text me saying that they weren't aware, someone else let them know that they were missing, and it would be just nice if everyone could be alerted. We thought maybe that we found tracks, but it's still uncertain. It's been raining and they're probably soaking wet, but with the sun today, I'm hopeful
Hold on.
that
Look
they
here.
are feeling.
Daniel's car. Look at he's got. I just now noticed that he's got Malaya's car parked there by the swamp.
Damn right.
Just noticed that.
So how did? Wow.
Watch if you back up. See, this is their yard.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you go down right there, like
yeah, that's the little marsh.
What was you gonna say?
Oh, what the hell was I gonna say? I forgot. I'm getting that. Forget the damn. As soon as I think of it, I forget it.
Be that we found tracks, but it's still uncertain. It's been raining.
Right there, yeah.
Raining and they're probably soaking wet, but with the sun today, I'm hopeful.
I'm pretty sure that's it.
Alerted. We thought
Looks
maybe
like
that we
Yeah, that's the guardrail. Yeah.
we found tracks, but it's still uncertain. It's been raining and they're probably soaking
It's just different times that they've taken this file.
wet, but with the sun today, I'm hopeful that they are feeling warm. We're all filled with pain and sorrow because we just want them found. We want them home. Everyone loves them. They are definitely verbal, and they do have possible autism, but it's not extreme.
Again, she wanted to push off the autism. Justin, what did Daniel say about Keys and the blue car on accident of DT shows? He said he went to go get the keys. What did he say? He went to go get the keys and
I went inside to get the the white Nissan Pathfinder. Remember, there's 2 sets of keys. He grabbed one set.
And that he's always talking about he says they're actually nightstands, but he calls them the end tables.
Yes. And that's where the phones were on too, or something. I cleaned up the photo. Like, it's the original photo. I just got brightened up the photo.
You send it back?
Yeah.
Yep. There we go.
But I don't see any.
So,
Or you could have put a bolt. Oh, the doorknob. That's so weird. Yeah.
I'm almost certain what kind of lock this is because I have one
Let me see something.
that I had to install for Remy.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. And because she can open doors, it's one of those twisty things, like a barn latch kind of thing.
Yes.
It's this. Again, maybe Daniel will show it later. I don't know.
Let me see this.
But it's like this metal thing, and it's got this flat thing that goes in, and you twist it so it can't.
Huh. I just brightened up, but for some reason.
I just showed it.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't believe they have autism whatsoever.
I really wish I could tell if there was a door. No, they're just kids. I mean, I think they weren't fiddle, like, you know what I mean? Like, they weren't paid attention to enough. And I'm sure that they witnessed fighting and arguing and stuff, and that can make some kids, like, lash out. And
I don't think that they I don't think they were socialized enough. I don't think they were given the right nutrients, physically, mentally, emotionally.
Yep.
So what I did is I parked the white, parked so what I did is I parked
He physically corrects himself there.
So what I did is I parked the white Nissan Pathfinder, because that's the car Malay owns, the 2017 Nissan white Pathfinder.
Watch him, he closes his eyes even when he does it, because he's got to lie.
And he'll gulp too on certain lies, in my opinion.
His tongue.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the tongue. Ugh.
Serpent.
And like car Malay, white Nissan, the
I don't know why I paused.
So what I did is I parked the white Nissan Pathfinder.
Yeah, you got to say that so you remember your lie.
Carmelane's 2007.
Oh, hold on one second. Oh, and no. Oh, no, ma'am.
Late slip. 20 late. Muted.
Sorry, I was bitching up a storm. Mods, assume the position. Jen, to the office, please. You're being paged. Jen, to the office, please. You're being paged. We need a late slip for our Jenny, Jen.
I love that noise. It sounds.
Excuse me. You are so late. Yeah.
Wait, she gets 30 late slips, doesn't she?
like half under.
Watch him breathe.
And I parked over.
See, he doesn't mention any of that. The going up past Brad's house, going up McLeod.
No.
He just added that on now.
We are getting a phone call.
Yay.
Thank you for calling.
Hi, sister.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm just watching you and Daphne, and I think I got you a little bit late, though.
That's good. That's good. What's up?
It's just that this is so frustrating, and I don't understand the life of me. Like, I'm 70 years old, and my daughter and her child is here. So how do you not check on your children through the night?
When they're sick,
Yeah, I don't
especially.
understand that.
Let alone when they're sick.
I don't understand that, and then I don't understand how you are a parent. Your number one concern is your children.
Yep.
And this one has had ample opportunity to leave.
Yep.
She might have been being abused. I'm not saying she wasn't.
Right.
That does not give her the right to endanger those children.
That's right.
And don't tell me she couldn't get out of there, because all she had to do was put those kids on a school bus with a note.
That's it.
Yeah, they're...
Well,
And there's no reason for it. I hold that woman, and I call her a woman. I will not call them their mother, because she is no way a mother.
I agree.
And that baby, why doesn't she have that baby back if she's such a great mother? Another reason, I don't think she should ever get that baby back, and I think the pair of them should be spayed. They should never bring any more children in the world. I'm frustrated. I'm sorry.
No, I trust me. I understand. I understand. You don't take care of your kids. I think I agree with you.
No, but when you see pictures of Jack and Lilly, they are all well dressed.
Yeah.
They are wearing Carhartt. They're wearing Nike. They're wearing name brand clothes, which are expensive. I know. I got a 5-year-old here running around that's in them. So it's like, what? You know, if she was, like Belinda said, she was a pretty good mom at the beginning. Okay, so what happened? She got with Daniel. So don't, and I know they cut her off. He cut her off from all her family and stuff. I'm a grandmother. I'm sorry. You let somebody cut me off from my grandchildren. Ain't going to happen. And then, trust me, I would be at the school checking it out and making sure my grandkids are okay. And then if I see marks on them, then things are going to happen.
Right.
There's too much. She had too much help. I hold her responsible more than anybody, because no matter what, no matter who hurt these children, and you know they were hurt.
Yeah.
No matter who hurt these children, she's responsible, because she should have got them out of there.
I agree. I think, I mean, like, no abuse is okay. And like you said, I do believe Malaya was wronged to an extent or whatever. But if it's one thing to let a man abuse you, and it's another thing to have them abuse your children. Day after day.
And for that baby, for Jack to say that he didn't want to go back after she was already away. How do you take your child back into something like that?
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, I think Malaya has been just coddled her entire life. I think she has just absolutely been coddled.
Lazy. I think her problem is she's lazy. She left her grandmother.
Because she's coddled.
Why did they leave her grandmother? Because she wanted her to go out and make something of herself, get a job, do something. Well, she didn't do that, so she ran to Daniel's. She ran to Jamie's trailer, because then she didn't have to do anything. Then she has the baby, and now it's like she doesn't get up with these children and feed them. This little man here is on the floor between 5:30 and 6 o'clock in the morning, and one of us are on the floor with him, and he has his breakfast, and we sit with him.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Way you let it, and she's got 2, and she says that they're autistic. Give me a break.
Yeah,
they're not autistic; they're malnourished.
Yep, they're not. I mean, they're just not worked with. They're just not worked with whatsoever. You know what I mean?
No, this little guy here, this little guy here at 4, he reads at a grade 2 level. He can spell pretty well anything you put in front of him.
Yep.
He does math. He does adding, subtracting, multiplication, and division with decimals. He's 4.
Yep.
You know, why? Because his parents and us, we work with him.
Mhm.
Like, all his play is all learning.
It's nurturing.
Mhm.
You know? And it's like, what do you not do? And then her mother, Cindy, this visual, or whatever you want to call it,
Mhm.
was just a show. And for her not to show up and ask for someone to help find these babies,
Mhm.
and her mother don't want to put her face up there, didn't want to speak. Excuse me? Those are your grandchildren. And you can see where the apple does not fall far from the tree with that bunch.
It's
You know, the only one that's speaking for these kids is Belinda.
that's it. That's it.
And God love her. You can see the wear that
You
this
can.
is doing on her.
You can. You can see
You
the
know,
way.
and it
Yeah.
you can. Like, this woman is a killer. I can just see, I watch her and like my heart breaks for her. I'm a grandmother.
Yeah.
You know, like, how in the world do you? I don't understand it.
It's
I
one.
don't understand it, and
It's
I don't know.
it's crazy for one child this to happen to, but 2?
Yeah.
No way.
Exactly.
Not a
Two
no.
babies.
Just no way.
And beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, they're not that a homely child should
Right.
be hurt. You know,
No,
don't get
I
me wrong.
understand. Yeah.
Like, these are beautiful babies.
Yeah.
If she didn't want them or couldn't handle them, call her grandmother, call her mother, call Belinda.
Yep.
You don't endanger your babies if you love them. How do you do that?
I-
And now she just drags her tail out now in the woods to look. Why? Because Shenanigans and all them guys are all around her and coddling her, just like you said. They're making her feel all special.
Yeah. I
You know,
don't
and
think.
she didn't go in search.
I don't think. Yeah. I think it's really all for show.
Yeah, you got it.
I just think it's all for show. I mean, you look for your kids instantly.
Yeah, no matter what.
Instantly, yeah.
If I really thought my kids were in the woods, I'd be sleeping in the woods.
I would too. Yeah.
I don't understand it. My son went missing. He's 48 years old now. He went missing when he was 2.
Mm-hmm.
And he was with me. He was within arm distance of me.
Yep.
And somebody went through underground parking. I was responding and swooped through underground parking into the other apartment building. I know what it's like to have a child missing.
Oh my God.
But I got him. It took them almost 2.5 hours to get him, but they
Oh
got
my
him.
God.
And the only reason they got him is because I was in like an apartment complex at that time, and there was like 2 huge apartment buildings, and they were joined by underground parking. And the people in both apartment buildings knew that this child was never with anybody but me or my mother.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even let my adult sister take this child outside to play. Okay.
Right.
And it was an older couple in the other apartment building saw this man with him going up in the elevator. And like she had said, isn't that Gina's little boy, to her husband?
Right.
She goes, yeah. She goes, what is he doing? So they stayed on the elevator and saw what floor he got off. And then within like minutes, there's police, there's everybody, fire trucks, everything around the apartment complex. And like, I'm flipping out. And they had to get a doctor in to knock me out. Then they had like everybody there. And even the shop that they gave me to knock me out wouldn't knock me out. I was still trying to run to find him.
Yeah.
But they wound up getting him. But the guy had him sitting on the counter feeding him a Lay's chocolate bar. And so anyway, he was deported. He was deported before I got my hands on him because there would have been nothing left of him. But like,
it's crazy.
I know that fear. And it's like, how can she just stand there? And like the next day in that interview that she did, you know, they did it. Pardon me?
Yeah. There's no sense of urgency.
No, because she knows where they are.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I really think she knows what. She may not know the exact spot.
Right. I agree.
Part of me thinks sometimes that they may be somewhere, like alive. I'm praying to God they are.
Yeah.
And she's doing this just to hurt Daniel. Like, I'm not saying he's no saint.
Oh,
He's
but
probably
Daniel doesn't care.
monster.
Daniel doesn't care about those kids. I think if it was Meadow, he would care more. But no, he doesn't care.
No,
He
he
doesn't care
didn't
like
hurt
that.
nobody but
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah.
But it's just sad. It's just like, there's some nights I lay here because I've been going through different treatments and stuff. So it's like sometimes I can't move around too much, and it's like I sit here and I watch some of these things, and it's like,
It's
my God,
frustrating.
Mom, you gotta turn these off because your blood pressure's going up to the roof.
Yeah.
Like, I know, but it's like, hey, look, these babies.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mom, you can't find them. And I'm like I'm in Ontario.
Oh.
I have the rock. I made the rock for them. That's out there. I'm constantly doing things for Jack and Lilly. Like, even like when I take the little guy to school and stuff, which I have the parents like, half the people up there don't even know about them.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
crazy.
who's
Yeah.
Jack and Lilly? I got a thing in my car. And I was like, who's Jack and Lilly? Oh, they're the two babies that are missing in Nova Scotia. Oh, really? What's that all about? I'm like,
That's crazy to me.
it just frustrates me.
I know. It's
awful being old and you can't do it.
no, just spread awareness. That's all we can do. That's really all we
I
can
know. It's really good, you and Daphne, and you're the only two that I will watch now. I don't watch any of the other ones now because I can't stand it. And then when shenanigans was cutting down Belinda, like, I said, oh, no, don't do that.
do. Yeah.
That was a while ago, but yeah.
Right.
Everything is like for show, and it's just someone's got to put these kids first. And I'm even wondering if the RCMP knows more than what they're saying. They have to.
Oh, yeah. They do. They do. They know more. They know more. Just keep the faith.
Them.
Just keep the faith. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all we can
That's
do.
all you can do, though, right?
Yeah.
That's all you can do. Anyway, dear, I won't keep you.
Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate you.
Bye-bye.
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 Bye. I mean, I get it.
agree.
She's frustrated, and
I agree.
I agree too.
I'm going to tell you, like, it does, like what she said about her blood pressure going up. These cases do. They make all of our blood pressures go up because that means that we care and we want to know what the hell happened here. And I'm going to tell you, my kids never disappeared from me. They never did. So I never have felt that. But my dog got out one time, and I live in it's very rural out here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I did? I flipped out. Like, I went like through the woods screaming like a crazy freaking person. And I live in like the mountains. Like, yeah, it echoes, right? And then I got in my vehicle and I'm driving slow up the road, screaming the dog's name. Finally, thank God her leash got caught on a freaking tree. She chased a deer.
But
I couldn't
scares the
imagine if
shit out
my
of you.
child went missing.
Right.
I would be I would be a wreck. Like, I would be a fucking bear. Like running over everyone. Where's my kids? Like,
Just
freaking the frick out.
But just the absolute panic of it, right?
Yes, the panic, the adrenaline you get. Like, I have adrenaline just talking about that.
Yes.
So imagine. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just. What is that?
It's an old video, but I was looking for. There's a picture up here that's good.
I thought you were showing that.
I was trying to see if there was a
shit.
door in that area, but see the smoke coming out of there.
Yeah, I'm gonna look through some photos that I have and see if I can find a door on there. And if so, I can because I have a ton of photos as well. We were just talking about before the show.
Mhm.
And see if I can find it and maybe clear up the photo some so we can make sense of it. Because I'm curious now to know if that lock was on a door on the outside right there or on the interior door. Well, it's still an exterior door, but the one that goes inside the home, if that makes sense.
They got a shop back there.
Oh,
and that looks like a chainsaw box or something almost.
It's a freaking mess.
What's that?
It's just a mess.
Oh, it is.
It's like everything under the sun. I would be afraid to even walk in that little damn area, that little porch area. Look at it. A bear went in there, it would fall through the floor. I'm not trying to be funny, but
No, it's. I get it. Trust me.
Why is there like a battery thing in a?
Because I was editing something. I was keeping it under fair use.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
That's why I was doing it a long time Look at those fucking woods. There's not a chance.
There's not a, and that's what I was saying. So if you take two bodies, yes, they're kids, but still, it's two bodies. One person, say. They're going to take the path of least resistance, and they're not going to be walking far. Even if they take a vehicle and park the vehicle on the road, they're not going to be walking far in those woods.
No.
Unless it's a clear path. But even you're still carrying two people. Allegedly.
Right. It's no fucking way. Such a liar. This guy.
Hi, Lynn. Good to see you, hon. Yeah, this is different. The call-ins. First time for me to do the call-ins. I think it's
cool.
cool.
You've not done the call-ins before?
No, we've talked about it, but I've never. Exactly. A bear would fall through that.
Is this Justin? That's Justin right there, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. It does look like him from behind.
Yeah.
Just the head shape and stuff.
That's Justin. I'm pretty sure it's his job, too. He's got his work clothes on. I don't know who that is. Oh, that's Malaya's friend, isn't it?
I can't tell who it is.
Floor is a bear trap.
It is. It is cool, Jay.
Just say I let my cats out. They never leave the driveway. My dogs have fenced yard of the court. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. There's just no way. A little black bear, my oldest daughter, fell asleep on the bus, and the bus came early to school. They did not, oh my God, notify me when the bus stopped. At the time, it had been 3 hours time. They finally contacted the bus driver. It had been 5 hours.
Oh my gosh. Why didn't the bus driver put two and two together? Oh my gosh, that would stress me out.
I think Daniel flipped. MBM doesn't accept responsibility, accountability. It will always haunt you as you lie, disconnect, justify, point the finger. I can go off actions and behavior. People lie. Their behavior doesn't. Yep. That's exactly right. Their behavior.
It was a cool rainy day.
You do what's important to you. You know what I mean? Like you just always go to what is
absolutely. Like what you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
Or used to. Yeah, because we're creatures of habit. So
exactly.
I just thought of something.
What?
I freaking forgot it. I'm getting as bad as my grandma. Oh my God, it was. I'll think of something really important and then it just freaking goes away. Like if I read something or look at something else, it's horrible.
I know. If I start reading something, I'm like, it's over.
It's over.
I was looking at this because Daniel was talking about times.
Yeah.
We woke up and didn't hear the kid, proceeded to the bedroom. I looked into the living room, no kids. I ran to check under the beds, ran to the kitchen, got my shoes, proceeded outside into the backyard, went around the fence. She asked me if she should call 911. While she calls 911, I ran up to the kids' cabins to check. And when I was screaming for my kids on my way back down, that's when Mom came out of the RV and confronted Malaya.
See, this is a completely different story because the other one he said, Janie said that she heard first. I don't know. I always question why did Janie come out, but anyway, so Janie actually went up in the woods and met Daniel there, and he goes, "Are you gonna search with me?" And she goes, "No, I'm gonna go this way," and he went the opposite direction. So this shit just doesn't make sense. None of this timeline adds up. It's a complete fuckery, and it makes your brain twist into like 1,000 knots because there's so many different stories. I'm sorry. It's all
fuckery.
nonsense.
It's fuckery.
It is fuckery. It's bullshit.
And then he says, I ran up to the kids' cabins to check. And when I was screaming on my way back down, that's when Mom came out of the RV and confronted Malaya. I don't like the word confronted there.
Why she's on 911 call.
Well,
Come on,
to
man.
me, I feel like there might have been a fight between Malaya, Daniel, and Janie that night. Like something. I don't like that word confronted.
I don't like it either, yeah. Because it doesn't make sense in this situation. Why would she confront her? So it has to be prior to.
Yeah, there's no a confront means a confrontation.
Mm-hmm.
It's but
yeah, it just doesn't make sense. You would
Malaya, what's up? Malaya turned around and said the kids are missing. Mom said, how long? 20 minutes.
She was
so
on
about 3 minutes to get outside, then about 4 minutes to get to the cabins and circle down behind the RV. Do you hear that?
Yeah. Okay. So think about this now.
Yeah.
So that's why I said this completely different story than what it is now. I'm telling you, it changes every few months. So think about this. 20 minutes, right? Malaya was on the phone call, 10:01, 9:40, 20 minutes. So you're telling me Janie came out, what, at 10:01, right when she got on the call with 911. Daniel obviously was up in the woods at that time that his mom came out by the kids' cabins. Okay? Why would the whole confronting Malaya, but she's on the phone with 911. And why not say, I just heard them. Tell the police that if you're on the phone with the police. Hello? Like, come on, it doesn't make sense.
Exactly. You know what you would say?
Stupid.
My mother-in-law just walked out here.
Let me
and
ask
she
her
said
if she heard them.
the kids was just out in the yard, so they got to be close or something.
Exactly.
My mother-in-law just said she heard them just a minute ago.
Do you want to talk to her on the phone?
Yes.
Real quick, so she can tell you what she heard. None of that. That's why the RCMP said on dispatch that they had to go back and talk to the family and get the story straight because they were confused. And that's probably what's taking so long because they're trying to figure out this.
Say that again? About the story straight?
On dispatch, you have the RCMP. I don't know which one it was. He says he has to go back and get the story straight, basically, because it didn't make any sense to him. That's the way I took it.
Got it. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. So, where was it? Mom said how long? 20 minutes. So about 3 minutes to get outside. Then about 4 minutes to get to the cabins.
Why would it take you 4 minutes to get to the cabins?
That's exactly what I was saying.
Wait, so 3 minutes to get outside from checking the home, then a minute from leaving the sliding doors up to the kids' cabins. Maybe that's what he meant. So that would be 10:02 when he's up at the cabins because he said it took him like 30 seconds and he ran back down.
But he said 3 minutes. So about 3 minutes to get outside. Right?
Yes.
And about 4 minutes to get to the cabins. 4 minutes?
Yeah, but the cabins are right there.
Yeah, and circle down behind the RV.
That's nothing.
But then he continues, but Mom confronted her when I was halfway back.
Halfway back from where? Hell? Because the damn cabins are right in front of Janie's freaking RV. Her RV ain't that big. Like, it takes 2 seconds.
But halfway back from searching?
Who knows? Like,
But
I don't
she's
even
on the phone with 911 for 10 fucking minutes.
Exactly. And Janie had been in the freaking woods by now unless she got freaking roller skates on going around that whole damn perimeter to make it back by 10:19.
Yes. But Mom confronted her when I was halfway back with her 20 minutes, she said. Mom confronted her with her 20 minutes. We have a time around 9:35 to 9:45. Now he says, the other day, he says it's 9:58 when he
That's why I said
first
I don't even want
announced
to
that
try
she
this
was
anymore.
missing.
I won't do it. I won't do it anymore. I give up.
After I got back down from the cabins, Malaya was standing in the same position holding Meadow.
See, that's weird
I
too.
ran into the house and did Landsdowne Road. I never seen the blanket in the tree, by the way. He always says that. He's always very defensive about that blanket.
Mm-hmm. And now read the rest of it.
And then it was
Going
after
to
I got back down. Okay, hold on. Where was I?
Going and start going out is where you were gonna pick up because it was after the blanket. Keep going down.
After I got back down from the other cabins, when standing in the same position, holding Meadow, I ran into the house and did Lansdowne Road. I never seen the blanket, by the way. Going out to the railroad tracks on the road, turning and going back down Lansdowne Station Road, following it back to 289 and finishing the trip by going up the trail beside the house, the right of the RV, in facing into the driveway. Going out to the railroad tracks on the road, turning and going back, doing Lansdowne Station Road, following it back to 289 and finishing the trip by going up the trail beside the house, the right of the RV, if facing into the driveway. I meet Mom at the top of the hill when driving back. The road can only be accessed farther by ATV or four-wheel drive truck.
This is completely different.
On my way back, as I said, I met Mom and asked her if she was coming with me. She said, I'll search up here because they could have not went far. But I thought Daniel said this was the end of his trip.
Exactly.
If this was the end of his trip, then why is he saying, are you coming with me, Mom?
Exactly.
I returned to the house, and when I got back, the RCMP were walking down the driveway to see Malaya. It took RCMP 12 minutes to arrive on site. RCMP were parked in the driveway. So I parked next to the marsh in the little driveway area next to the house on the left, looking in, facing the driveway. I jumped
facing the driveway. So that makes me think he was faced north, but then it's so many stories. That's why I don't even try. Yeah, exactly. For fuck's sake. Exactly, Sherry. That's why I don't even try to do it anymore. Like I tried to it makes me feel mad. Like seriously.
Back. RCMP were walking down the driveway to see Malaya. It took RCMP 12 minutes to arrive on site. RCMP were parked in the driveway, so I parked next to the marsh in the little driveway area next to the house on the left, looking in, facing the driveway. I jumped out of the SUV rather, then proceeded toward the woods. But officers yelled at me not to enter the woods. I walked back to the house and was further told not to enter the woods. I was beyond frustrated. I wasn't allowed to search until an officer dressed in military gear gave me the green light to re-enter the woods. He said, go for it. I still remember it said Oliver on the back of the vest. It's very interesting why he always mentions that guy.
Yeah,
He mentions
I
it for a
agree.
reason.
Mm-hmm.
On the back of the vest.
I agree.
He mentions that name for a fucking reason every time because he wasn't doing something he was supposed to.
Mm-hmm. That's just a headache. It really is. Like,
But
seriously.
see, this is how I caught it though, Daph. You just heard what I read, right?
Yep.
Justin Smith, the neighbor, said he was on good terms with the McKenzie family and helped Janie out in the past. He did not know Malay or Daniel, Jack, or Lilly specifically. On Thursday night into Friday morning, he was up at around 1 a.m. on Facebook. Around 1:30 a.m., he heard a car on Highway 289 turn around by the railroad tracks near the Gairloch Road and Landsdowne Station. It made noise, then went quiet. The vehicle was quiet for about 2 minutes, then drove toward Larrig Road. He later spoke with Brad Wong, who informed him Daniel's vehicle came and went 5 or 6 times that night. Wong said the car Smith heard was Daniel. Smith helped search Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and did not find anything. That's exactly what.
It's a mess.
Yep.
One big mess. I think they have deliberately tried to confuse the RCMP, and that is why it's taken so long. Because they have tried to sift through this knotted rope of nonsense that they call a story.
Tried to literally save their ass. Right?
Yeah.
Standing on a rock pile holding Meadow, Malaya said Jack and Lilly were missing for about redacted, and she had called 911. Janie got her coat and boots and walked around looking for them. Daniel was searching for them. Her brother called again around 10:19 after all of this had happened.
And Janie said she was standing in the driveway at 10:19.
In the beginning that she might have learned the kids went missing before.
And that's why I think that 8:30 call that Malaya was making to her mom wasn't just a butt dial. It was to call and tell her mom that the kids were missing, in my opinion. It's just a fuck shit ass. That's what it is. Sorry, but it is.
It is.
Like, I have a migraine from trying to follow that.
What was your estimated time of the 911 call? This is the last thing I want to know for now. Daniel says it was done on Wi-Fi calling. No, it wasn't. And investigators asked for that number a week ago. So Malaya didn't tell them. She called with Wi-Fi, I guess. Yeah, we seen that it was a Wi-Fi call on her screenshot. Talking to Sunny. She couldn't have called through Wi-Fi. The app didn't allow Wi-Fi calls.
Three
Daniel
people are
says,
not telling the truth.
Until you see a screenshot, don't believe it. 10:01 a.m. The 911 call was 9 minutes and 45 seconds.
Yeah. So if Janie was confronting her while she was on the phone with 911, what the hell was she confronting her about? And why didn't she say, hey, I just heard the kids out here? Why didn't she say that when she was on the phone with 911? And what was the confrontation about? What did she confront her about?
Exactly.
Freaking ridiculous. It's just bullshit. All of it.
Look here. Malaya provided 4 statements to police. 2 were on May 2nd, 1 on May 3rd, and 1 on May 4th. Her first statement. First thing, on the day Jack and Lilly went missing, she heard them playing in another room and was going in and out of sleep. Lilly came in the room around a couple times. Daniel was sleeping the whole time and didn't really wake up. She didn't hear them anymore around redacted. Malaya is lying her ass off.
And then Daniel says she came in the room multiple times.
But they're both sleeping.
And then you have, over it.
You're full of shit.
Yeah, I've never seen someone asked, is this case similar to others? And I've never heard such nonsense in a timeline as I have this one.
Never. Not even close. Not even close.
Nope. Nope. Yeah, pants are on fire. Pants are blown up by TNT.
Malaya said she had a conversation with Janie in the yard and told her the kids were missing. Janie got ready and went to look for them. She told Malaya she heard them outside playing and Daniel yelling.
It is maddening.
Malaya said she does not think she opened her phone or sent any messages around that time. You did. She did call her mother and her grandmother, and she called police. She said she used the Text Plus because it allowed Wi-Fi calling. She since deleted the app because she doesn't need it anymore. She did not use Text Plus to call 911 because it does not let you.
Yeah.
Daniel said during the day, Malaya said during the day, Daniel had erratic behaviors toward the police. Fuck them. Both. I don't believe either one of them.
No.
Ever.
Someone said he's the only one willing to talk. Well, his inconsistencies make up Malaya's silence. So they're both basically not saying shit, in my opinion.
Well, one's willing to talk to try to control the narrative and the lies, and the other one won't speak out for her children.
It's all freaking ridiculous.
Yep. Oh, I remember that. Remember, she said she was overstimulated, so she scrolled on her phone.
I've never heard that before.
It's in the documents.
I know I've heard that statement, but I've never heard someone say it like that.
I got you. Yeah.
Is that another term for anxiety or something? Or yes, it does the same, Sherry.
So she would scroll on her phone.
Oh, I've got a migraine.
Why don't you
right now.
scroll looking for your children, Malaya?
It's just crazy, man.
All right. I'm tired.
I'm gonna have to take like freaking 4 Tylenol. I'm tired too. It is, because when you're trying to imagine what the RCMP are trying to. Yeah. Imagine what the RCMP are going through. Like, they need a psychiatrist for each one of them who they're trying to figure out this shit.
Thank you, my dear. I agree.
Holy freak.
It's early yet.
Mm-hmm.
My body doesn't say it's early. My body says.
Oh, hell no. Yeah, it's almost past my bedtime.
Yeah, Daphne goes to bed early.
I've been getting a little bit better, but not. I'm sorry, Leslie. I know it's a mess. And that's why everybody's going crazy, because of this. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 10:15 in the Scotia right now.
Yeah, you guys are ahead of us 1 hour.
Yeah.
It's mind draining, absolutely.
My cortisol needs a break. I know.
Yes, mine too.
Mine too. All right, guys. Thank y'all for joining. Thank you, Daph.
Yeah, thank you, Justin, for having me on.
Calls this evening.
Yeah, I think we should try this again.
Yeah.
Maybe let everybody know about it. Probably
Daniel,
we'll do a big thing.
Nobody called in to
Thanks,
defend you.
Grindel, this is my UFO behind me.
What?
You know that? It's a nice background. I'm like, this is my UFO behind me. You know, all the new UFO stuff coming out? Oh my God. I'm like, so stupid.
The first red flag for me was MBM said straight away she rang the RCMP, not my kids were just playing, then gone. MBM account of event was time, order details that I can't see it.
What is it?
The appearance of doing wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all a mess, you guys. It's just a nonsense. It's
You don't. The moral of the story is you don't lie on a 4 and a 6-year-old.
absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, guys. Much love, everyone. Thank you all for
Yeah,
joining
much
us.
love. Thank
I
you so much, everybody. Appreciate you all.
Much
Good night.
love.
Happy Friday.
God bless. It is Friday. Thank the good Lord. I might come back later. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh my goodness, not me. Bedtime.
All right.
Little lambs. All right. Love y'all. Thank you so much.
Love you too. Bye.
Good night.